First,
All right, let's try this again, guys. Come on back. Come on back.
this thing, what's your feeling of it? Should this have happened at all? Was this a legitimate trial? Was it a travesty, as I've referred to it? What's your gut level take on this?
Hey, Wyoming girl.
It was.
I had to restart it. It was all messed up. I don't know what I did. I did something. Hi, Cool Gamer. Welcome back. Tracy, welcome back. My camera was all messed up, so I had no idea what happened. So I had to restart it. Barbara, welcome back.
He did a 180 and decided to file this case. The gist of the case is.
So we're going to talk about whatever we all want to talk about.
That was a crime, and then he tried to cover it up. That's the heart of the case, and as a matter of law.
I kind of would like to talk about what's going on with some of these J6ers. Hi, Annette. Hi, Denari. Or Donna Ray. I like Denari better, but okay. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Dana. I kind of want to talk about what's going on in our world and what we as Christians can do. Because we're not violent, so there will be no violence. Just how we can help people. I was just listening to an interview with Lou Valentino and somebody that
doesn't know anything about the law, somebody that's just.
He was Puerto Rican, but they were talking about what was going on in El Salvador with the president there.
That sounds, I don't know.
And yes, the people are better off now than what they were, but I'm not sure that it's going to last. To hear them talk, I haven't done any research on it. All right, Dana. So if we can talk about, let me turn this TV, because I was listening to Dr. Phil. Fill in the blanks. So, and then we got our J6ers, all that stuff going on. We need to start making phone calls. Just what can we do? I'm mostly concerned with the J6ers and everything that's going on there with Jonathan Taki or Jonatakis. Yeah. Just the way they were doing him with his, just crazy. How is everybody tonight? We've got, who do we got in here? We've got Wyoming Girl, Cool Gamer, Tracy, Barbara, Annette, Denari, or Donna Ray, Dana. Where is Tammy Green? Did she come back? Hopefully she'll come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, there's Tammy. Okay. Welcome back, Dana. So, anybody want to talk? I'll put the link out and you can come up and let's talk. You don't have to show your face. Don't turn your camera on. Well, turn your camera on so I can make sure it's you. And then before I bring you in, you can shut it back off. And it'll just be a little design up there. If you don't want to come in. So, let me get it. Oh, wrong one. Dummy. Invite. No, that's the right one. Oh, right there. Copy. Okay. So if you have any ideas on what we're supposed to do, how to help the J6ers, click on that and come on in. I'd like to hear everybody's opinion on all this. And it's okay if it's different. It's fine. It's fine. God made us all different. He didn't make us like robots where we all think the same. Some are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are skinny, some are blue eyes, some are brown eyes, blonde haired, brown hair, black hair. We're all different. Come on, Tammy. Who else is in there? Come on, Barbara. You've already been on live once with me. So come on, do it again. Let's talk. Tracy. Tammy, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Or Tammy. Oh, Tracy, come on. If you can sew beautiful or knit or crochet beautiful gaiters, you can do anything. Oh, wrong one. Wyoming girl, what are you doing? You always have something to say. Come on. Once you do it once, then you'll be fine. You'll want to do it all the time. Well, Barbara doesn't, but Barbara did fine when she was up here the last time. Yeah, why, Tammy, listen to her. Come on, Wyoming. Wyoming, come up. Tammy, come up. Both of you come up. I can have 10 people up here, so everybody could come up, actually. And we could all just sit up here and talk about it. Oh, what was that? What? Delete, delete, delete. Come on. There's, oh, look, people are leaving now. Now they're scared. Okay. You don't have to come up if you don't want to. Don't run away. People left. That's all right. So let me see. What are we going to talk about? What do you guys think would be the best thing to help our J6ers? You know, a lot of them, when they get out, they don't have jobs and they don't have a place to stay. I would love, if I could, which I can't, I have a small house, but I would love to have a big 4 or 5 bedroom house, 3 bathroom house, and just rent them a room and then help them get a job. They could get a job here in my community because they don't look down on the J6ers like most places do. You coming in, Barbara?
Yeah, I guess I will for a little bit.
Well, hi, Barbara.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Good, good. How are you?
Good.
You feeling good?
Yep, finally got all the stitches out. They got it all so it won't come back.
Good. Oh, it won't come back? That's awesome. That's the
Yeah,
best
I
news
had it
ever.
out. Well, I had it out a year ago and it came back.
Yeah,
But this time he said he got it all.
good deal. That's awesome. Awesome. God is
Yeah,
good.
yes,
God
he
is
is.
good. Well,
Um,
so what do you think we should do, Barbara?
about
All right, Tracy, let me do that right now. What's going on with who? Julius. A lot of things going on. All right, let me.
yeah, I remember last night Julia said that he had problems.
You know, I vaguely remember, and that might be what's written on this little yellow notepad somewhere. This little, oh, right here. See, I wrote a whole bunch of stuff down, but it's so little I can't read it. I wrote too little, and I do remember him saying something. So Julius is now, is Julius a male or a female? All
I
right,
believe
Tammy.
male.
Pardon.
I believe he's male.
All right, female or male.
I believe so.
Okay. So, all right, we'll pray for him. I've got him in here, and maybe I can find out what everything's wrong with him. Male. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. I always thought maybe it was a female, but because he always comments on my stuff and sends me little messages, and I just always thought it was a female. So that's good. That's good to know. Where'd Barbara go? She left already? Barbara. All right, who's next? Oh, here she is. All right, you're back.
Yeah, I know I booted myself.
Trust me, I do that all the time.
But
So,
I'm still getting used to this phone, so
so have you uh thought about different things to do to, well, let me finish what I was saying. To rent them a room, not even rent them a room, just give them a room, full use of the kitchen, and they'd have their bathroom, whatever, and then help them get a job and get on their feet. I would love to be able to do that. That would be amazing.
it would see around here there's just so much between the two what we call the welfare hotels up here.
Mm-hmm.
Um and most those are ones that come out of New York City. They come up here thinking they're gonna find better jobs
Right.
when all of our jobs are leaving up here.
Right. Yeah, our jobs are good. We have plenty of factories, and they hire a lot of people that were in jail for drugs, and I mean, and we're a
Yep.
red state, so they don't they don't judge our J6ers.
No way, you see, that's just it. Up here with the governor we have,
Right.
she is nitpicking at every little thing.
Right.
She literally wants to do away with your ability to have a gas stove,
Really?
your ability to cook outside with propane or gas.
Why? Oh, climate change, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
She wants the state to go green, and she wants by 2035 them to do away with all gas powered vehicles in this state.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, it's nice
ridiculous.
we got the money to go out and buy, one of them fancy cars.
Well, and besides that, if everybody buys one, how are they going to charge them? Who's paying for the electric and the
That's
gas
just
to
it.
charge them?
That
Because it
is
takes
just it.
gas to charge them. I don't care what they say, it takes
Yeah,
gas.
and I mean, we even have farmers up here now selling land to these solar farms.
I am so
And
glad we don't have those here. We voted them
well,
out.
you
We
see,
don't want
and
them.
that's what I don't mind one or two here and there.
I don't want any of them. Are you in here?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what happened. It just
Okay.
booted me. Okay,
Hi,
there I am. I'm
LaFleur.
back.
It might have been me. I was moving my mouse around. I keep forgetting I don't have to because I have touchscreen on my laptop and I keep forgetting.
Yeah, but no, I mean, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the entire field
Hi,
is
Joe. Welcome in.
nothing but the solar panels.
Yeah, I'm glad we voted them out. Everybody, they didn't even get one vote for them that they were trying to put in here in Ohio, and they're like, nope, not in our county.
I
I mean,
voted no
nobody.
for them here.
It's crazy. All right, you guys talk. I'll be right back. I got to make a little pit stop here.
Oh no, she goes and leaves me on camera and I can't see chat. Now let me see if I can do this without booting myself. Oh, hey, there we are. Hello, LaFleur.
So, what about flag waves, Barbara? Is there anything like that going on up in New York?
Not that I know of, because where I'm at, like I tell everybody, the nearest overpass I have is for the river.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I live in a small town. We don't even have an overpass.
Well, you see, I live in one too, but in order to get from one village to another, they had to build the bridge over the river.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if you've ever heard of it, beech nut, baby
Beach nut.
food.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, I actually live in the neighboring town to where their plant once was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just tore it down about 2 months ago. They finished it.
So they don't make
100
beech nut? They don't make beech nut anymore?
Not in the town where I live. They've
Mm.
moved it to a neighboring town or
Oh,
a
gotcha.
neighboring village
Gotcha.
where they had more room because they couldn't expand.
Well, I wanted to have a flag wave, but I got to wait till after this weekend because we got the car show. Because I got to do my flag wave uptown because we don't have no bridges or anything here. But the car
Really,
show's
kid.
this weekend, so I'm gonna do the car show live, and then sometime next week I'm gonna do a flag wave.
And I think the cops highly wouldn't look too fondly of it if I went and stood up by the bridge.
Go do it anyway. Who cares? What are they gonna do? Arrest you?
Probably knowing my luck around here.
Yeah, that's too bad. I couldn't live in a blue state. I
Well,
mean,
I'm
just the
telling you
next.
what, I did not vote, and I took a lot of slack from my dad
Did you?
because I did not vote for our governor. I voted for somebody else because I wanted her out.
Oh yeah, nobody that I know of. Oh, thank you, Joe. Nobody that I know of voted for our governor either, but he was the only one running, so that's why he got it. We don't like him, but he'll be out soon enough. We can't stand him.
So I wish they would hurry up and get rid of her.
Ours isn't, I don't know. He just did horrible when the COVID came. The stuff that he tried to do that none of us rednecks were even putting up with. I'm not wearing a mask. If my
Well,
kid goes to school, they're not wearing a mask either.
you see, and that's what I say is I bought into the getting the one jab.
Did you? A lot of people
But
did.
yeah, but that was because of my health issues.
Right.
But I'm sorry, if we're going back to that, I'm not doing it again.
No, I'm not. I
I
was
am
in.
not wearing a mask. And if you
Nope.
want to tell me I can't go in somewhere, then make accommodations so I can still get routine medical care when I need it.
My doctor was actually pretty cool because he asked me if I was going to get the jab, and I'm like, no. And if you ask me again, I'll go to another doctor. And he's like, no, 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 no. You don't have
Yep.
to. I was just asking you if you wanted to. I said, absolutely not. I don't want to. And he
Now,
never asked me again.
my doctor didn't even ask me. I just went and got it at the pharmacy.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. And, I told her, I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I know when I get the flu, I get it really bad. So I only got the flu shot this year.
Yeah. I always get I don't know if it's the flu shot, but I've always gotten it every year. It's the pneumonia shot.
Yep.
I get the pneumonia shot every year, and that's the only shot I've ever gotten.
Yeah,
And
you
when I
see,
had
I
my
would,
open heart surgery last August, she asked me if I wanted to take it, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "I usually don't take it this early." She goes, "Well, let's just do it and get it over with." I'm like, "Okay."
yep. They did that for me last fall, got it, my shot in and done.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of stinks right now because with, with everything I have going on with my health, my doctor is on maternity leave.
Oh my goodness. Joe, are you doing a flag wave soon? When's your next flag wave? I always try to watch the flag waves. I don't usually comment. I usually just watch and give you a thumbs up. Tammy, what does fair to Midland mean? Make sure you guys tune in Saturday. I'll let you know Friday night what time for the car show. If you like old 70s muscle cars. I might even get to ride in one.
I don't know. I've been in a 1947 Ford pickup.
You do?
My ex-brother-in-law has one.
Oh, wow.
He redid it top to bottom in memory of a friend of his.
Oh, that's cool. I like old vehicles.
Yeah,
My favorite pickup truck is the square-bodied Chevys. I like the
yeah.
square bodies.
A guy I used to hang out with. His father had a
Got you, Tammy.
55 or 56.
Yeah. I like the, and I drive I always drove a Camaro. And then after I got divorced, his Chevelle and my Camaro had to be sold in the divorce. So I drive a Chevy Cruze now.
Now, well, I work with a lady that she takes me places. She's got a 75 checker cab,
Oh, really?
mint condition,
Oh, wow.
and she's got, I think it's a 55 or 57, might be a Chevy.
Hmm.
I couldn't really tell because it was undercover, but
Yeah.
he leaves it covered and she only drives them to car shows.
Yeah, that's what I used to do at my Camaro.
Yep, she's got a real nice little car. She runs back and forth to work, but everything else sits in that garage.
Yeah. So what do you think about the J6ers, Barbara?
I think they were railroaded.
Yeah, I do too. I think there were not the ones we're talking to, but there were some that followed. Didn't they weren't leaders, they just followed other people and did stupid things. And
Well, they just today, I don't know, I think it was Pennsylvania, they just arrested 4 more.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. That's insane. I mean, what are they going
It
to do?
is.
You spend the rest of their time just arresting people?
I mean, it's 3 years after the fact.
Yes, yes, they are. They are political prisoners, Joe. Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, and then make sure you guys write to him because so far, Tammy Mundy's the only one that sent me a screenshot of the envelope. Yes, exactly, Tammy. Some were misguided and got caught. Yep, up in a bad situation. I totally agree. But I still say the government did it all. They started it all. I know for a fact the police started it all because I was watching when they were shooting those ammunitions into a peaceful crowd. Those people were doing nothing wrong. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's a girl I go to a group with, and even she said you could see that it was the cops
Yeah.
and that
But
they were let in.
you know what shocks me the most? Yes, J6 Fedsurrection is so many people, even here, do like my neighbors across the street, both of them, my neighbors next door, my neighbors over here, knew nothing about it. Nothing until I put up my yellow flag and my 13 flags, and then that was a conversation starter. So then we talked about it, and then the J6 happened, and then we were all talking about it, and I was showing them videos, and they had no idea. They had no idea about Afghanistan. Nothing.
No, I mean, that's what I found. A lot of people don't know about it. But I'll tell you what I did a while ago, because I actually talked to a gentleman who drives cab, and he's an older fellow. He knew nothing about January 6th. nothing about what was going on in this country. I played him a J6 video, and then I played for him one of Santa's videos
Oh, I love Santa.
talking about what was going on, and that woke him up.
Yep. Yep. Don't forget, Santa will be on Mags tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know. I got to make sure my phone stays charged.
I totally forgot he was going to be on yesterday, and I missed him.
Yeah, well, as usual, he was a little bit late, but you know, it's excusable.
Oh, do you, Joe? I know I wasn't going to go to J6, but I know people that were, but they never went. They ended up not going. But there's a lot of people from Ohio. A lot of people locked up that were from Ohio. I've been writing a couple of them. The one tonight, Jonathan Copeland, I think his name is. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, Jonathan Copeland. He's from Lima, I believe. I just wrote him. Yeah, he's from Lima, Ohio. I just wrote him a letter and it got sent out yesterday. It's sad.
It
Yes.
is.
More from Santa tomorrow on Mags' stream.
Yep.
And I heard in Santa's stream yesterday there were so many trolls.
Oh yeah.
And see, in Mags, it's the only mods are me and Faith, but he can always go over to Rumble and do it over there. But they don't really mess with Mags like they used to.
No,
leave him alone.
they pick some things apart from J6 too. I noticed.
What's that?
But like the trolls. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just like, well, Anarchy Princess. She's the one that did all that artwork because she made a video of it.
Yeah, well, those are just sad people. I don't even give them
Yep.
the time of day.
Nope, and that's why I make a rule, you know, as a mod now for, well, you and Jamie and for Glory B. If you're gonna troll, don't come in trolling.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna sit there and play
Yes,
the game.
I will tell him, Tammy. I will tell him.
You know?
Yeah, it's crazy, and it, like me, I don't mess with the trolls. I don't talk about the trolls. I don't care about the trolls. If they come in and they can be decent, hi Broken, then I'm fine with it. You want to sit here and listen? Sit here and listen. Don't be mean. Don't tell lies. Tell the truth. You're welcome in my chat. If you attack people in my chat or you attack me in my chat, you're going to be gone. You're just going to be gone. I'm not, and then there'll be no more conversation about you. That's it. When you're gone, you're gone. I don't like to talk about trolls. I don't like to talk about people that don't like me because it just stirs up too much.
Oh yeah, it does. And I mean, I mainly go over and just check because I found that one night in somebody's chat, I went over to X and I had made a comment. And I went to X and they'd actually highlighted and clipped the person I was talking to and my name.
That's why you don't say a word. You just let them do what they want to do because they will drag you through the ringer.
That was not even in a troll's chat.
No.
Gator, that was in somebody else's chat.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere, Barbara. They're everywhere.
So
I sit back and just watch. That's all they do.
I don't watch them anymore.
I do too, Joe. I hope people are prepared. Hold on a minute. Broken. So you want to come up here and talk to us about what's going on?
Well, I'm gonna let him come up, and I'm gonna go back to chat.
All right. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome. Love you, girl.
Love you too. God bless you.
Yep.
Broken, if
Bye.
you want to come up and let's talk about what's going on with you. We prayed for you, like Tammy said tonight. Well, I pray for you every day, but we did our Wednesday prayer tonight. So let me get you the link. You here?
Yeah, I'm
All
here.
right. So what's going on? What'd they find?
I've got a blockage in one of the valves in my heart.
In the valve?
That's what the guy said. Well, in the tube running into the valve.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what'd they say? Can they clean it out? Or
Yeah,
do
they're
they
gonna
have
go. They're gonna go in through my arm and go in there and grab
Oh. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. I wish they would have done that with me, but they always went in through my groin and then I ended
it.
up
Yeah, I asked him about that, and he goes, "Yeah, all of us as cardiologists came to the agreement that we're tired of seeing people's private parts."
Well, that and then once you have it done, when it's over with, yeah, Roto-Rooter. When it's over with, you have to lay flat on your back still for like 4 hours. And
Yeah.
you can't have anything to eat or drink before you go have it done. So you're just laying there for another 4 hours and then you can come home after that.
But
But I've had that done probably 7 times, 6 times.
I've had it done many times.
I don't like it. I'd rather I'm going to have the artery. I'm going to have the bypass done on my leg
But
because I'm tired of it.
I got an ultrasound for Saturday morning.
This Saturday?
Yep.
All right. Let me write that down.
It's like I've got a whole list of doctor's appointments and stuff, blood work. They're going to do, my primary care doctor is going to do a full blood work on me.
Yeah, a full panel workup.
Because he actually got my medical records and he's like, "You've never had a full blood work done. They're always doing just enough to look for one thing." He goes, "Well, I'm going to check you for everything." And I got to talk to him about me not taking Jardiance no more.
What's that?
Jardiance is a diabetic drug.
Oh.
The reason
I don't take that.
The reason I stopped taking it, and you should stop taking it as well if you're taking it.
No, I'm not taking it.
Because there's a class action lawsuit because it is causing gangrene of the groin.
Really?
An area where, normally, now this probably isn't for everybody, but if you got to be on it, you probably really can't get a good look at your groin anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm on metformin.
Yeah, well, that's what I want him to put me on. It's a new drug that came out, and they're really pushing it. But yeah, you can look it up. There's a class action lawsuit.
Oh, I believe you. Yeah, you know what, Wyoming? That's me. When I have to go in and have that stuff done, it's always early in the morning, so I can't drink anything or eat anything after midnight, and I can't have no coffee when I go. And then when I go and I get it done, I have to lay flat on my back for 4 hours. I still can't have anything to drink because I can't sit up to drink it. It's horrible.
Yeah. But I guess when they did that PET test, they also did a stress test on me.
Oh, the mechanical, or how would they call that?
Nuclear.
Huh?
The nuclear stress test.
Oh, the nuclear one. Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, it feels weird, but everybody's like, "Well, man, I'm sorry they found something." And I'm like, "No, I'm glad they found something.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want them to find something because prior to me and my wife, and probably 5 or 6 months ago, we took a trip up to northern Arizona so I could film a whole bunch of videos. I felt fine. We get back home. I wake up the next day, and I get up, do the old man thing, go to the bathroom, and then I go right back to bed. And I've been that way ever since. I knew that there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Of course, my wife said it was because of that, trucker biscuits and gravy we had when we were in northern Arizona.
Well, I'm telling you, that stuff don't help it. I
Man,
remember
it was
I
it
used to eat
was
horrible.
it was so thick. I could have put it on my shirt and hung
Oh,
my
wow.
fat ass up on the wall. It was that thick. It was good. At this diner in Holbrook, Arizona called Tom and Susie's. As soon as we walked in the door, there's Trump flags, patriotic flags,
Oh,
OEM
that's nice.
playing
That's
on
nice.
the TV. And I'm like, yeah, this is nice. It just sucked that when we left here, it was 70 degrees.
Yeah.
3 hours later, when we get to Holbrook, it's 30 degrees and snowing. But we're also at 5,000 foot elevation there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But if
eating
anybody
greasy food is bad for you. Very
if
bad for you.
anybody wants to see those videos, they're on my Explore Arizona channel.
Yeah, we'll have to check them out.
We got to stay in a wigwam, which is like a teepee.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I would like to.
I would not recommend doing that again
No?
because they looked really cool on the outside, but the inside hasn't been updated since they built them back in the 40s.
Yeah. I've seen it, but I've never been in one. But you're right. Wyoming, it is what we eat and stress. And a lot of it is hereditary also. But
Yeah,
I ate horrible.
Mine,
I worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, never had a day off for years. And this was after my divorce. And the kids were already grown, so I didn't have to cook. So every day I went to McDonald's every stinking day and got a
Wow.
cheeseburger and a French fry and a chocolate shake. That was my supper for the day for years.
Mine is 100% hereditary. My mom died in 1996. I don't remember how old she was, from a massive heart attack. Her heart basically exploded, what the doctor said.
Oh, really?
And he was like, you guys need, looking at me and my brother, because my dad was like 15 years older than my mom. He's in perfect health. He's like almost 90 now, still living on his own. Perfect health.
That's the way my mother-in-law was. My parents died early, both of them. They were smokers and drinkers, and they didn't lead healthy lives whatsoever.
But he told me and my brother to keep an eye on our health.
Tammy.
And of
Tammy,
course,
that was back in the 80s, okay? Not now. Yeah, they're always broke down now.
I didn't keep an eye on my health because I was a truck driver. You eat what's available. You drive that was back prior to what they call an e-log. Every truck driver back then had multiple log books. I don't know how many times I drove from Los Angeles to New York City straight through.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's 3,500 miles.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't do that. My dad was a truck driver too.
But I had my first heart attack like 15 years ago.
Praise God, I've never had a heart attack.
Oh, and if you guys wonder what a heart attack feels like, just imagine me, 6 foot tall, 300 pounds, standing with dress shoes on your chest for at least an hour and a half.
Nope.
And you having to move because
No.
you got to get up. You still got to stay breathing. You got to get your ass to the hospital.
Right. Yeah, no, my brother-in-law died of a heart attack and in his driveway he was going to his car to go to the hospital. And he died right there in the driveway on the ground. And my dad
Wow.
died of COPD and
Yeah.
cardiovascular disease, and my mom died of brain cancer.
But you know, and I drove after my first heart attack. I drove after my second heart attack, after my
Yeah.
third one. And finally, Arizona DOT was like, no, bro, we're not going to issue you the, see, I didn't have to have a CDL license driving here in Phoenix. I drove what's called a straight truck, which, you know, just mine had a 24-foot flatbed on it, but you
Yeah.
still had to have air brake certification and a DOT medical card.
Oh, wow. Now, do you still drive? Can you
No.
drive still?
I drive during the day,
Do
and
you?
I probably shouldn't because my
Well,
vision
now
is
listen, you're not doing what you're supposed to. So if you want to get better or you want to live, now just listen to me. I just told you what I ate for years, and I drank Coca-Colas. I never drank water. I drank coffee in the morning and then Coca-Colas all day. It worked the whole 12 hours, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. And then I got really sick and they found out my heart valve was messed up. And I went in for open heart surgery last August. I basically was dead because my heart was just so much fluid was filling up in my body.
yeah.
And they called in a specialist. He knew what to do, so he took care of it. But I was out completely in with a ventilator and everything for like 12 days before I woke up.
Damn.
So then when I woke up and they told me everything that happened to me and the reason I was in the shape I was in, I made a promise. I said, God, you saved my life. Not once, but twice, because they had to do the surgery twice. So I will do whatever I have to do to keep my body right. I work out 3 times a week. I eat no more junk food. I eat turkey and pork tenderloin. That's it. I eat nothing else. And
Well, I eat pretty healthy. You know, I don't eat like cake or ice cream. I don't drink soda, and especially dark soda. Dark soda is the absolute worst.
oh yeah,
soda
dark
there
soda.
is.
Yeah, I only drink clear soda
And don't
if I drink it.
dare drink, diet soda.
I drink 0 sugar. It's got sugar in it, but it doesn't have added sugar in it.
You know
No,
me,
no added
I
sugar.
drink my coffee with just a splash of creamer, and I drink flavored water.
I just drink water, 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 water. But now that I have stage 3 kidney disease, I have been told I'm only allowed 64 ounces of fluids a day.
Wow.
So I had to really cut back on the water. And fluid means watermelons, whatever soups,
Yeah.
anything is fluid. So I had to quit eating so much watermelon because now I'm on a water pill because the kidney can't keep up with all the fluid that's going through me.
Yeah, I'm
So
on a water pill also because my legs started swelling up.
yeah, you have to always do what they say. It sucks. I had to quit smoking, which I did that in 2016. I had to give up sodas, dark sodas. I drink Sprite, 0 Sprite or 0 7-Up. If I drink it, which I don't drink it very often. I drink water. I drink black tea at night. And pretty much that's it. And I only eat whole wheat breads, whole wheat noodles, spaghetti sauce I can't have because the sodium's too high in it.
Yeah.
I always watch all the sodium and all the potassium and all the phosphorus.
One thing
So
I
it doesn't leave me
will
with a
not
whole
do
lot of choices.
is eat fast food or drink coffee other than the coffee that I make at home. Even if me and my wife take a road trip,
Oh yeah, Denaria?
I am taking my travel coffee maker that's probably got 5 or 6,000 miles on that thing now, and I got this little cooler that's just big enough to put a thing of creamer in and some ice, and I will make my own coffee. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm a coffee drinker. Uh, I have a Bun coffee pot, but I also have a Keurig, and I decided I'm going to use a Keurig because when I get up in the morning and I got to go work out, then I'm wasting a lot of coffee, and by the time I get home, it's
Well,
cold.
I never
So
waste I never waste coffee because you could just pour that cold coffee into a cup, throw it in a microwave for a minute
yeah, I can't do that. It don't
and a
taste the
half.
same. You know, I can't. So I use a Keurig, but now I drink coffee all day long. Which tomorrow, after I get done working out, I'm getting the Bun coffee pot back out and getting it set up so I can just start using it. And I bought me a big thermos, one of those big green heavy duty thermoses. And
Mhm.
whatever I don't drink before I go work out, I'll just pour it in the thermos and it'll stay hot. And I'll drink that when I get home.
Yeah, me and my wife have two thermal flasks. We have one that's 32 ounces and one that's 64 ounces.
Hmm.
And when she first bought the 64 ounce, I was like, these are just a scam. But I made coffee in Findlay, Ohio, put it in that big thermal flask,
Hmm.
and I filled up my little travel coffee cup that holds like 16 ounces in Flagstaff, Arizona. 2 days later, the coffee was still hot.
Oh, yeah. Those things are great. Those things are awesome.
Oh, and we're moving at the end of the year.
Where are you moving to?
Right down the street.
Oh, you're still in Arizona?
Yeah, I will never leave Arizona. Arizona's the
No.
best state ever to live in.
I don't know.
And
Arizona don't have no grass. I gotta have grass in my yard. Even though I hate to mow it, I still gotta have grass.
yeah, but where I live, your cars don't rust. There's
I don't
no
rust.
ice. There's no
Yeah,
salt.
there's ice, there's snow, there's salt.
You know,
But I don't take my car out when it's that way. I just get a Uber.
you as I always say, you don't have to shovel sunshine.
No, that's true.
But everybody always asks me, well, don't you miss playing in the snow? I'm like Flagstaff, Arizona, which is basically a tourist town. It's 8,000 feet up in the mountains.
Oh wow.
It's a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, Joe, don't be taking ibuprofen or Advil. Don't take none of that stuff. Just Tylenol. Oh, I wish I could drink that much. I was drinking way over that, Dana.
But
I was
yeah,
drinking like 125 ounces a day.
I just rotate through, reused plastic bottles that have like juice in them because my wife
Mm-hmm.
gets these like Gatorade juices and stuff, and I will reuse the bottles for about a week and then throw them out. I just fill them up with tap water, stick it in the fridge down in
Yeah,
the bottom to where it's nice and cold,
that's what I
and
have.
then at Walmart they have these down one of the aisles. It's always different, but they have these like little flavor things.
See, I don't like the flavor of things. I just like straight up water. I'm not a person to drink sweet drinks. Like I don't like juices and Gatorades and Snapples. I just drink water. Before I just drank Coca-Cola and that was it. Yeah, you're right, Bonnie. My doctor told me no more Advil. Only thing I can take is Tylenol. That's it.
Yep.
He
Acet-
said, do not take anything else ever again in your life.
Acetaminophen. That's it.
Yep.
Because everything else except for aspirin is horrible for you.
Right. Yeah, I take
And
an
it-
aspirin every
And
day.
if you're on a blood thinner, be careful taking a regular size aspirin.
Yeah, I take a little 81 milligram.
Baby aspirin.
Yeah, baby aspirin every day. And I'm
But-
on blood thinners.
If you've got heart problems, getting a bottle of regular size aspirin could possibly save your life. It's going to make you want to throw up with what you got to
Right.
do with it. But if you start feeling like you're having a heart attack, and trust me, once you have one, you know the signs.
I think I'm okay with the heart attacks now since I got the new aortic valve and I got the bypass done. I I think I'm
But-
doing pretty good with that.
What you do is you crunch up a aspirin
Yeah.
and you stick it under your tongue.
Oh, really?
So it gets absorbed into your system as fast as possible.
Right.
Because aspirin thins your blood out.
It does. Yeah.
It opens everything up.
Right.
And that one aspirin, and you almost want to vomit because trust me, aspirins taste so
Oh, they do.
horrible.
They do. I take a lot of medicines every day.
I take 12 different pills.
I take 6 in the morning. I take 3 at noon. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the evening, and 3 before I go to bed.
But I will tell everybody, especially if there's any men that are stubborn like me in here, or you ladies that are stubborn, I'm talking to you, Wyoming girl, go to your primary care doctor and get checked out.
Yes, you should be checked for everything.
Yeah, check for everything because it's easier to, solve a issue when it's a small issue before you're laying on your back in the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I was the type of person to where it's like, oh, I sliced my finger open. Where's the super glue? Where's the duct tape? I was that type of person. I got stabbed in my arm at my bar that I managed, and it went in deep. I put a rag on it, a dirty, nasty bar rag, and duct taped my arm up. Finished my drink, finished my shift 3 hours later, and I was like, all right, I'm starting to feel woozy. Let's go to the doctor. That knife had went in 6 inches into my arm at an angle.
Oh, wow. Dana, do your legs swell up every single day? You should probably have that checked out there, bud.
Yo,
or
you
is it because you're sitting?
You
Because mine do if I sit.
You
for a
definitely
long
need to
time.
get it checked out.
But
Definitely.
yeah.
And I'm not trying
Yeah.
to be a person
Uh,
that's like scaring everybody, but take it from me. I've survived 8 heart attacks and 2 strokes.
Dana, let me
Now-
ask you a question. Did your doctor tell you to wear compression socks? Because I have peripheral artery disease and my legs swell, and that's got to do with the arteries and veins in my legs. And my vascular doctor said, do not wear compression socks because you're stopping the blood flow.
Yep.
And he said, don't wear them. He said, if your feet swell up or your legs swell up, lay on the couch and put them up over your, above your heart.
You can actually get a if you go probably on Amazon's probably got it. It would be in the fitness stuff. You can get an angled pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you can't find it there, in the adult section of Amazon, you can get the angled pillow.
Yeah. Well, if his doctor told him to wear them, then that's, because I had a doctor once tell me a long time ago that I needed to wear them. And
always
I go to a vascular doctor for my
and
legs.
always get a second opinion. I had a cardiologist 4 years ago that was just seeing me every 6 months, filling my scripts out, sending me out the door. My daughter gets a job at a cardiology place. I switched there, so I won't have to be the middleman telling her everything. She can literally look it up on the computer that she's at all day long. Come to find out, I got type 2 diabetic. He stopped a bunch of my meds that weren't doing anything, got me on different meds. I wish I still had him, but he left, moved to like a different state, and that place that was called Phoenix Heart went downhill.
Yeah.
But my new cardiologist, Tri-City Cardiology here in Mesa, Arizona, it's attached, like physically attached to a Banner hospital.
Hmm.
They do everything right there. This cardiology place is 3 floors.
Yeah, I like my heart doctor and my vascular doctors. They're amazing.
And my primary care doctor, I could walk, as fucked up as I am, excuse my language, I could walk from the front door of my cardiology place down the street to my primary care doctor.
Well, that's good.
My primary care doctor has a full lab in their office.
Yeah, see, that's the way mine is too. I don't have to go anywhere. I just do it all right there.
I
Even
guess,
my GP is, they have a lab right there.
I guess it's good moving to a retirement city
Yeah.
because East Mesa literally doubles in population every winter. All the snowbirds come here.
Oh,
All you
Dana, you
see,
sleep on your back? I sleep on my left side. I've always slept on my
I
left
sleep
side.
on my left side till my arm goes numb. Then I sleep on my right side
No, left side for me.
till my acid reflux starts flaring up. Then I roll back over if I actually sleep.
Yeah. I lay on
Most-
my side, right side, and watch TV, and then I get tired. I just shut the TV off and roll over on my left side. I have a huge bed. It's a king size bed. And
Why?
I literally don't even mess my bed up when I get up in the
Why
morning.
do somebody as tiny as you are have a giant bed?
Because I like it. So when I get up, I just get out of bed, fluff up my pillow, and throw the blanket over my little side that I have. Oh yeah, it's crazy. I don't have to make my
You
bed.
could sleep long ways. You could sleep
I
sideways.
could, absolutely I could. Yeah. It doesn't matter how I lay in it. It's great.
But yeah, most of the time I have to stay awake so long to where I'm falling asleep in my computer chair. And then
Looky there,
hopefully,
Dana. They're going to take care of you. These women are going to take care of you. They're going to have you getting the right stuff for your legs.
yeah, and hopefully make it to bed without waking up.
Yeah, I can sleep once I get in the bed. It's just going there because like I'm here now and then I'll go out in the kitchen after I'm done here and I'll be like, "Oh, I should probably do this." So then I'll do that and then I'll be like, "Oh, I need to go get some water from the garage and bring it in and put some in the fridge so it'll be cold tomorrow." And then I'll look, "Oh, I guess I better feed the cat so she don't wake me up at 5 a.m." And then
I
I mean,
love
I just just move all the time. And I'm like, "Man, I really should go to bed."
I love Wyoming Girl's comment. Broken is so we can toss and turn and not land on the floor.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I
It's
don't know why you guys are tossing and turning so much, worrying about landing on the floor. I sleep on a futon every night.
Oh, I couldn't do that. When I was a
Well,
kid growing up, we didn't even have a bed. We slept on the floor. So
it's a
a bed is very important to me.
it's
Bed,
a
wallpaper, and socks.
IKEA futon. So I don't know what foam is in it. It's only 4 inches thick, but even if I grab it with both hands and try to squeeze it down, I
Yeah.
can't squeeze it down. It's
No.
almost rock solid.
I just gave my grandson in this room before I made it my studio. It had a California King in it, and I gave I gave it to my grandson. I'm like, "Hey, you want that bed in there?" And he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "'Cause I'm gonna get rid of it, Joe." So and he's like 6'4". So he comes in here and lays on it. He's like, "Oh yeah, Grandma, I want this bed." I said, "Come, you can take it today." So I can't get it today. I said, "Well, come get it so I can get my studio set up."
Well,
So
Wyoming
he's got
Girl,
it.
I can't have a dog. I could, but on days where I do good to even make it from the bedroom to my computer, having to go out in the heat and walk a dog would be too much. And
I want a dog.
in Arizona, every apartment complex has severe breed restrictions, and the apartment we prior lived in and the one we're living in now, $50 extra a month on the rent. If we had one dog, it would put our rent with the taxes and everything to $2,000 a month.
Wow.
And yes, everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's so much."
That's what I want.
actually-
I want a mini dapple doxy. They're like this big and they have little poop and they're really good to cuddle.
I want another apple head, wire hair Chihuahua.
Never seen
They,
one.
yeah, they are very, very rare. Like out of 1,000 Chihuahuas that are born, one of them comes out with the wire hair, and it's normally killed because it looks hideously ugly. But I love ugly dogs. Give me a dog with 3 legs, half a tail, and 1 eyeball, and 1 ear missing.
He
You
wouldn't
know,
have no back problems, Tammy, because I would pick him up and take him everywhere he needs to go. I just want to look up a mini dapple doxy. They're so tiny, and he would just fit in my arms and go with me. He'd have his own little seat in the car. I could dress him up in gator clothes. I could pick him up and put him on the couch. I could pick him up and put him in my bed. Yeah.
me and my wife walked over
Ooh,
to the
schnauzer poodle mix. Ugh.
to the
I don't like poodles.
to the gym here earlier to see what's in the gym because we've lived here for like 6 months now and haven't been to the gym. And we walked around and looked at the dog park and everything. And there were 2 Chihuahuas in there that had the same exact color markings as a Doberman.
Oh yeah.
And I was
Oh
like,
yeah. My sister has a Chihuahua like that. We call
And
him
I'm like-
Oreo.
and I'm like, these are min pins or micro pins because a min pin is actually a miniature Doberman, but these were like 5-pound Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving's gonna suck, even though it's just literally a mile down the road.
Wyoming, I like schnauzers. I had a miniature schnauzer. I loved him. He was the best dog ever. But I just don't like poodles. My grandma had a poodle. I didn't like that dog. I thought it was ugly and stupid. Yeah, I don't like big dogs because I have to walk it, and that means in my neighborhood, when you walk your dog, you have to clean it up. So
yeah,
big
well,
dog is
you're supposed
big
to do
poop,
that anyway
and I don't like big poop, so I get a little dog, and I can clean up little poop.
because
I just want a little dog. I want a little
big
little
dogs
dapple
have
doxy.
big poops.
Yes, I don't like. I've had big dogs, and I don't like dog poop, big poop. I like little poop, and I
But
like
now-
to take the dog for a walk, not it take me for a walk.
Now, if I had my own house, I would love to have a Basset Hound.
A basset hound.
Yep.
Those are kind of cute.
And I would name it Fred
Bread.
after the Basset Hound that was in my favorite movie.
Now, Tammy,
Smokey-
that would be nice. A female brindle boxer. Yeah, I like
Smokey and the
those.
Bandit.
too. Smokey. Oh yeah, Smokey and the Bandit.
Me and
yeah.
my wife were lucky enough. There's a movie theater here in the Phoenix area that shows classic movies. So we went there in the middle of a rainstorm, like driving through flooded streets and stuff, to see Smokey and the Bandit on the big screen.
Oh
and
yeah.
I shit you not, they could have muted that video. Everybody in there knew the dialogue word for word. It
I
was
never
the
got into
coolest.
those movies. I
was-
watched it one time, and then that was enough for me.
We went to Goodwill yesterday, and I got another DVD collection. All of the Blade movies.
The what
Or-
movies?
The Blade movies.
Oh, Blade.
Because we have probably close to 1,000 movies.
Oh yeah.
Most of them are like if a movie put a series out, we got every single one of them.
You sound like my daughter. She's the same way.
And I got, I don't know what you want to call it, but when these movie companies were like, oh, you can buy the digital copy. Well, two of them now have stopped the digital copy. So all
Oh,
that
have
money
they?
people spent for the digital copy so they can watch it on whatever device they wanted to, they don't have it now.
Let me tell you, I never owned a VCR. I never owned a CD player, whatever those things are called. I never rented movies. I never bought movies. If it wasn't on TV, then nobody at my house was watching it because to me that was ridiculous to spend all that money. So of course my oldest daughter has nothing but movies and movies, and my youngest daughter has movies and movies. I've
Well,
never had any of
prob-
it.
probably 75% of the movies that me and my wife have, we bought from Goodwill. You just got to go there and hunch over and, mess your back up, look at them sideways for an hour.
You know the
But
last movie I actually saw? Well, I'll take that back. The first movie I ever saw at the movie theater was I took my two oldest kids because as a kid we never did any of that stuff. I took them to see E.T. when it first came out. And then my last movie I ever saw was I went to the theater and saw The Passion of the Christ. And that was the last movie I ever went and
ooh,
saw. I
my
just don't go to movies. I fall asleep.
my very first movie, I don't remember how old I was, but I remember what I had to eat, where I ate, what the movie was, everything.
Is
My,
Tracy going to bed? Good night, Tracy.
good
Love
night.
you.
It was for one of my
See you
birthdays,
tomorrow. God bless you.
but it was when the Star Wars movie Empire Strikes Back was in theaters.
Oh, I never saw that. I didn't.
And
I
I
never
was
got. My
like,
brother was into that. I was never into that.
I was into like the first three, but now they're just stupid.
Yeah, I never watched that. Well, to be honest, I didn't really watch any TV growing up because we didn't. We either didn't have a TV or we didn't have an antenna or we didn't have cable, so we just never watched TV. So that was if I got to go spend the night at my grandparents' house, then I could watch something over there.
Yeah.
But I
I
didn't know what to
watched
watch because we never watched it. So we were always outside. We had, went outside.
I
We
watched
didn't.
three movies on YouTube the other night. Stayed up way too late.
Yeah, I have not watched a movie I have a TV in this room. I have a TV in the living room. I have a TV in my bedroom, big TVs, and they're always on YouTube. Like
Yep.
I'm watching, what the heck's his name? Lou Valentino right now. I got sound down, but it's on. And the one in the
Yep.
living room's got K Love on it, and the one in my bedroom's off. I don't watch movies. I don't watch news.
And if you guys
Nothing.
just want to have something patriotic on your TV screen, on my channel, I've made two videos so far that are 10 hours long. One with a waving American flag. It looks totally awesome. If you've watched
Oh,
any of my
really?
videos, you've probably seen it in the background on my screen
Oh, I
that's
have, yes.
on the wall. And
I
then
need
I
to put
just
that on there, my TV in the living room. So when I go work out for 3 hours, I always leave the TV on for the cat, and my cat can
and
watch it.
there's no sound on it. You can use it on your videos because I titled it copyright free. I just did a pixelated one, a
Cool.
10-hour pixelated American flag. It looks really cool.
Wyoming. Or no, that was Joe. His TV's been unplugged for over a year.
Well, I don't even use mine as a TV. I use it as a screen.
When I go in my room to go to bed for the night, my TV I turn on. You know what I watch every single night, and I've seen him a million times, but I still watch it. Little House on the Prairie. That's what I watch. I don't watch nothing else. I don't have cable. I just have my internet and streaming. That's it. So I don't have ABC, CBS, NBC, none of that stuff. I
Yeah,
get my news
we
from YouTube.
we have. Well, my wife has all the streaming services, because she's the the spooky type wants to watch, murder shows and
Oh, not me.
listen to podcasts and stuff. So if I ever die and it's not, health problems, I have pissed off my nurse wife when she's way too tired, and she will probably get away with it because she watched, she's always listening to, all this
Wyoming
stuff,
girl.
and I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, our apartment is really weird. If anybody comes over, they end up scratching their head. Like, she just poked me in the neck with a butter knife. But like,
She hears
like,
you talking about her.
like half of it's American flags everywhere,
Yeah.
and then half of it's skulls and stuff everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Like, oh, this is creepy.
I have, when you come in my living room, it is all lighthouses and oceans and ships. I dedicated that room to my dad. My dad was in the Navy.
We have
And I have thousands and thousands of lighthouses.
we have 8 American flags in.
No, I don't have a
in
bunch of
it.
flags, only on my tree that I decorate year round. And this one back here.
Yeah, I was going to say that you're sitting right in front of one.
Yeah, just that one. And I have a bunch of flags. I got a Navy flag in here. I got my known flags. I got my Christian flag. I got my Israel flag. I got my Trump flag. And then this flag.
I also made a 10-hour waving Israel flag.
Israel, yeah. Yeah, I got the Israel flag and the Christian flag. That's a second Christian flag. The first one I hung up on the flagpole outside and the wind just trashed it. So I had to get another one. But I got those on Amazon for $7. They were super thin. You don't want to put them outside, but
yeah.
And then I bought a new American flag that's cloth, not the polyester stuff. It's 100%.
And
it's a good flag.
I will reiterate this fact. If you subscribe to someone's channel, please, to be considered a permanent subscriber and not get booted off in a couple of weeks, watch a video, watch 5 minutes of a video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment on it, so YouTube doesn't think that you're a bot.
Oh.
Because my subscriber count goes up and down about 30 every single day.
Really? Mine's been staying pretty steady.
And
I haven't had any problems. Of course, I don't have very many subscribers, so I don't even know how many I got. I haven't checked them forever.
318.
318?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm hoping after this weekend showing this car show and stuff that people, or even when I go to the Freedom Rally in July, that it will bring in more people.
I'm at 1937.
That's good. I'd like to get to 500 just because I want to do what do you call that? Memberships, so I can do private videos.
You can only do memberships once you pass the first level of monetization.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You have to have the watch time hours up.
All right.
And to explain watch time hours, it's easy to get your subscribers up because they don't roll off. But your watch time hours, say January 1st, you put out a video and they got 10,000 watch time hours. Well, once you get to the next year, January 1st, those 10,000 watch hours on that video go poof, gone.
Oh, really?
It's in a rolling 365-day time period. I just reapplied for the second level of monetization to where.
See, I don't want to be monetized. I don't want to do that because I'm not about getting money. Like right now, I'm asking for money because I want to go to the festival and I have to have gas and money for food. But I don't want to. I will never ask for money other than this time right here because I want to go to this festival because it's so close. But I will never be monetized.
Yeah, see,
Never.
I want to be monetized. I've spent
Yeah.
way too much time
Right.
building this channel up, and it's
Well,
not just this channel.
and
It's all,
I understand there's a lot of people that do, but my reasoning for doing this is I had been praying and praying and asking God, what do I do? What do I do? I can't go anywhere because I don't have the money to do anything, and my health won't let me go anywhere, but I feel like I need to be doing something. And this is what he told me to do the prayer channel and help people help their communities. You don't need
Mhm.
money to do that.
Yeah.
When I help people in my community, I just go up to the city council meeting, talk to the police, talk to the mayor and say, "Hey, this is going on with this family. They need help." It's out of my hands, doesn't cost me anything. They take care of it. They put the people in touch with the right people to help them. And it doesn't cost us a dime. They
Yeah,
get
Joe,
donations.
I
So,
got a cash app and people have donated. I got $20 the other day so I can go and pick up two pieces to fix my computer, my streaming computer, and the little battery in it that holds the memory, which is I don't remember how old that battery is. I've had the computer for 3 years and have never put this little battery called a CMOS battery in it. The battery went dead, so it won't turn on. Because I want to be able to stream on camera. Because for those of you wondering why I'm this little bouncing flag here, this is what my camera looks like.
right.
And you guys have obviously seen my videos. My camera works on everything else but StreamYard.
Right.
And it used to work on StreamYard perfectly. And a little hack that I do, if you want to stream, but you don't want to pay the $20 or $25 a month for unlimited streaming, is set up multiple emails. You get 20 hours per email per month. I've got like a dozen emails.
See, I won't do that because that is I'm not perfect, but I won't do anything like that because I think that's cheating them, and I don't want to cheat nobody.
Well, why is it cheating?
Because
You
I'm still using their service for longer than I would if I just had one email. To me, that's cheating. Other people can do it. That's fine. I would never say anything. But for me, I can't do that. I just can't do it. I am such an honest person that I always get myself in trouble for being honest, but that's okay.
see
I'm fine with that because
me
that's just the way I've been.
I call it a workaround.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, it's the same that I did for 2
Me
days
neither, Tammy.
till I tore my computer down. I had my streaming computer watching your channel,
Hmm.
watching every video on there to get your watch time hours up.
Yeah, I'm just different. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know.
Because I've been screwed by YouTube so bad that screw them, screw all these big
But see, you
companies.
do that. You do what you do. That's basically your job. This isn't my job. This is something I'm doing because I was so depressed after I lost my son. I had nobody to talk to. Yes, I have a daughter here. She's wonderful, but I didn't have my son. And I went into a very, very deep depression. I'd never been depressed in my life. And I just kept praying, what do I do? What do I do? I wanted out of that, but I also wanted to be able to help people. And this is what I'm doing.
That's how I
So
was.
this is not my job. This is I'm doing to save my sanity.
That's how I was when I first started up YouTube in December of 2018. I had my second stroke, which took me. It almost killed me. My second stroke. If you know what an EF number is,
Yeah.
my EF rate number was 13.
Wow.
I had to sign myself out of the hospital. They were not going to let me leave. But after sitting at home, selling my car, losing my business, I was making $115,000 a year, working basically 8 hours a week. running my own business.
Well, see, you were a blessed man. I was never
And
blessed. I always had to work my butt off.
I was all like, what do I do now?
I mean,
And
I was blessed, but I
my
didn't
neighbor
mean it that
Bill,
way.
who was a Vietnam veteran, was like, well, you watch YouTube
Good
all
night,
the time.
Denaria. Thank you for
No,
coming in.
start up
Love you. God bless you.
a YouTube thing. And then, after 2.5 years and 4,000 videos, I was monetized. I was almost ready to get my first check. Didn't have any strikes, nothing wrong with my channel. And because I just put up a video exposing the awesome, and I'm saying that as sarcastically as I can, governor of the state that I live in, my channel got banned.
Mm,
And if you think about it, YouTube pays out at $100. I was at $96. So
right.
just round that up to $100. $100 times 10,000. That's into the millions of dollars. All
Good
by
night,
just
Joe. Sleep well. Thank you for coming in. You
all
never
by
did tell me when your flag wave was,
all by just banning
or I didn't see
channels.
it. Yeah, I kind of don't want to get into that kind of stuff. I just want to help people. That's what I want to do. I do the J6. I'm fine with that. I do my community as far as the politics go, but getting into all of it, what this person's doing, I don't follow that. And I probably should, but I don't because that's not what God wants me to do. For people who don't understand when you follow God, when you have a heart for God. I mean, He saved my life more than once.
Yeah.
From the time I was born, I did not stand a chance to live. None of my brothers or sisters or I did. We were with abusive parents, alcoholic parents who beat you, who starved you. God kept us here for some reason. He
Yep.
protected us. I didn't know it. They didn't know it. We didn't know it until we got older. And then we realized it was God. Well, then when I got sick, had my stroke, had this, had that, had surgery, He saved me.
Yep.
I'm going to appreciate what He did for me by doing what He wants me to do for Him. That's what I'm doing.
And
And
see
and and,
me,
and I pray about anything that I do. I always ask Him, is this what you want me to do? I've still not gotten answers on some things in my mind that I want to do, but if He doesn't answer me, then that's obviously He doesn't want me to do it. But that's what I do. I always ask God for His permission. Always. Is it
and
okay if I do this?
I push to do this for the simple fact of what's happening to kids.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And here's something that will scare the absolute living crap out of everyone. I am so worried that there isn't going to be a next election.
There probably isn't.
And I watched a video. I'm going to make a video about that video. But this guy drove from, I think, Georgia, all the way to Palm Springs, California, and back. He did not see anything, not one bumper sticker, not one campaign sign, anything that said Biden Harris on it.
Well,
But
I believe that.
but
I believe that.
why
Uh-huh.
are they not worried?
Because I think we all know why. I'm not
They
going to
have
say. I think
they
we all
have
know.
something planned, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
They do have the illegals here, so
I've always been the person that they've labeled the boy that cried wolf, but I just want people to wake up and
I'm just doing what God wants, and I trust God 100%. I know that I'm going to be okay. I know that my family's going to be okay. I know the people around me are going to be okay.
see the hardest thing I have to try to explain to people that are like you, but way more into it. they forget about the last book in the Bible.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I've read that multiple times. So
And I'm like, for us to be saved, we got to go through the worst times imaginable.
well, just think about what Jesus went through for us.
Exactly.
I can go through anything for him.
I
And
always
that's just
say,
me. I have always been the type of person, if I don't worry about anything, nothing at all. If I can't fix it, I ain't worried about it.
see,
I
I
learned that
always,
as a kid. If I can't make my parents change and not beat us or not hurt us or starve us, I'm just going to sit here and take it because there's nothing else I can do.
yep.
And it's made me who I am today. I don't, I mean, that was one of the issues with my husband. He always said, when something would happen, he would always say, "You just don't care. Look at you. You just don't care." And I said, "I care, but I can't fix it.
Because it's out
If
of
you can fix
our
it, then fine.
control.
If you can't, then don't worry about it."
See, I always tell everybody because everybody gets worried that, my YouTube channel name is on the back of my car. I've made videos showing the inside of my apartment, showing the outside of it, showing the apartment complex I live in. I did that every place that I've lived. And they're always like, well, what if somebody comes over? And I'm like, I'm a firm believer in this. I have walked through the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no
Hmm.
evil. And if evil comes to my door, I will drag evil to the pearly gates with me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just different. I don't know how to explain it. I don't. Uh,
You are you. And that's why we're all here.
yeah, yeah, I'm not into, like I said the other night, I have such a heart for people, even if they do me wrong. Even if they did wrong, I still care about them. I still feel bad for them. I could never, ever be on a jury. Never. I would be the worst juror because, yeah, maybe they did it. Maybe they didn't do it. I don't want that responsibility because I'm going to go for the person that is on trial. I just can't
Oh,
help it.
I got a jury duty story. Oh my God.
I've never, ever
I,
had to go to jury
I
duty. Knock
got
on wood. I wouldn't be able to do it because I would just tell them I can't do it.
I
It's hard to
got
be on jury in this town because everybody knows everybody.
Yep, I got called for jury duty. And they how jury duty works, they call a bunch of people. Well, you got to walk up in front of the judge and both lawyers to, they ask you a bunch of questions. Well, I took a white t-shirt and a black Sharpie and wrote guilty on it, put that shirt on in the parking lot, went in there. They saw me there. The judge pointed at me and was like, "Come here." He goes, "Why are you wearing that shirt?" And I'm like, "Because everybody's guilty of something. Guilty of something."
Yeah, see,
And he was like, "Well, you can leave, sir." And I'm like, "Yes," because I was going to lose out on making probably $75 a day to get the $10 a day jury duty. My job didn't pay you for jury duty, and it was a murder trial, which ended up going for 3 months.
oh
I
wow,
would have lost everything.
yeah. I don't know. I have a heart for kids for sure. Kids that are
Oh
abused
yeah,
and kids that are
leave the
starved to
kids
death
alone.
and I don't like to. I always said, uh, if I ever got rich, I would open up a shelter, a home for abused kids or runaway kids, whatever, any kid. It didn't matter to me because I wish somebody would have rescued us when I was a kid, but nobody did. Because back then it was okay for your parents to beat you and starve you. It was okay for your parents to sit in a bar all day while you sat in a hot car with no food and nothing to drink.
Well, my parents didn't do that, but they worked, me and my brother.
Oh, my parents didn't even work. Oh, my dad was in the Navy. And I say my parents, I don't mean my dad. I mean my mom and my stepdads. Because
Mhm.
my dad was great. I love my dad. The only thing I didn't like is when they got divorced and I was 9 years old, my dad split. And I didn't see him until I was 21.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't come around. He just left. And that's when things really started getting bad.
And no, anybody that's married right now that has children, for the love of God Almighty, don't keep your kids from the other parent.
No, absolutely not. You know what? My two oldest ones, their dad, he came to Christmas. He came to July 4th cookouts. He came all the time. We always invited him because I wanted him to be a part of the kids' lives. He was a
Yep.
horrible husband, but he loved his kids.
Yeah.
And then my second husband, we had joint custody of Nikki. So she could stay wherever she wanted to stay. And we never kept, just don't do that. Because my mom did that with us. We didn't see our dad. And she told me so many lies about him that I believed him until I met him
Yes.
again. And I'm like, well, that ain't even true. He's nothing like that.
Because my late wife, Laurel, that died on me. See, my kids, William and Zena, are
Yes, Wyoming.
not
Yes.
my actual kids. They're my stepkids. I came into their life when they were 10 and 11. Well, she told me so much crap about her ex, Brett. Well, now that I've gotten to meet Brett, Brett thinks the exact same way I do. I do not have a problem with that man. And we have talked on the phone, because my daughter Zena is talking about marriage and stuff. If her boyfriend will actually grow the balls to actually propose to her, which I hope, their daughter is 5 years old now, well, almost, that we're going to fly him in from Florida and we're both going to walk my daughter down the aisle.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because it's like he was in her life in the first part, I'm in it for the second part.
Yeah, I don't understand people who do that, both parents. I just never understood that.
And
Even
you
now,
see it, so much.
right. Even
And
now, my ex-husband, my first ex-husband is 72 and he still comes over here. He still comes just shows up. I don't care. I'm not in love with him. I did it for the kids so that they wouldn't see any bad things, between their parents. But he
yeah.
still comes over. I'm still very cordial to him. And then my second husband, his wife refuses to let him come around. And my daughter, his daughter, our daughter, asked me, he has leukemia. He just got diagnosed with
Oh
leukemia.
God.
And she said, Mom, if Rose doesn't take care of my dad, would you take care of him? And I said, absolutely. And she goes, why would you do that? I said, because he's your dad. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have you. So
Yeah.
yes, I would.
Yeah.
She's like, Mom, you are so nice to people. And she goes, after everything he did to you, I'm like, it doesn't matter.
That's all in the past.
Yep.
Now, when my wife died, I ended up homeless. Sold everything that I had, including the motorhome that I was living in. Made sure that my kids went to stay with their friends, so they had a roof over their head. Well, I called my dad. I'm like, hey, I need some money. I need $400 to pay my lot rent for the next month. And he's like, all right, I'm going to send you this money, but you need to make a choice. You come back here, you can stay with me. I've already talked to your old boss. You can get right back to work there for the same pay, or you can stay there with those kids. And I'm like, you mean my kids that their mom just died 2 weeks ago? And he's like, well, you got to make that a choice. We got in a huge argument on the phone.
Yeah, that would be a big no for me. I'd be like, nah, we're good. We'll
Yeah,
figure something out.
I called him a bunch of names and hung up on him. That was 15 years ago. It's like, I am
Wow.
not going to abandon my kids. Even though they're not blood kids, they're still my kids. Both of them call me dad. All my grandkids call me papa. I'm not going to abandon them.
Right. I wouldn't either.
And yes, I ended up homeless out on the street.
I was homeless as a kid.
And I still have that mentality, because you'd be surprised how much stuff that you find when you actually look for it.
I could be homeless tomorrow and I would be okay with it.
Like, there's so many bushes here in the Phoenix area that have a plug-in in them. Plug in your cell
I wouldn't
phone,
want to be
charge-
that way homeless. At least when I was homeless as a kid, we lived in a car.
No, I was
I would
like,
live in my car.
I was living out of a backpack, but I didn't look homeless. I made sure that I was clean.
Wait a minute, Tammy, a pickle and a Coke.
Ew.
Oh, shuffleboard. We never played that. We weren't allowed to, but we would always have a Coke with a cherry in it. And my dad would always, or my mom would always say it was a Shirley Temple. Oh, that's nice, Tammy. That's so nice.
Oh, pizza sounds so good right now.
I don't like pizza. I like pizza with no pizza sauce. I don't like pizza sauce.
They have what's called a ranch pizza.
No. I get a Pizza Hut pizza with no pizza sauce and deluxe, and then I dip my pizza in Duke's mayonnaise.
Ew.
Oh, it's so good.
Ew.
It's amazing. It's the only way to eat pizza.
Oh. Ugh.
Duke's is the best mayonnaise ever. And I don't like pickles, Tammy, or Wyoming girl. Pickles are nasty.
Well,
I don't like any pickles.
I don't eat pickles because of the salt content.
Yeah, I don't eat any pickles. I eat
And,
cucumbers, but no pickles.
If you don't have any health problems right now, everybody watching, don't add salt to anything that you eat.
I don't. I don't even have salt in my house.
Because when you end up with health problems and you can't use salt, it will drive you crazy.
It really didn't bother me because I really didn't use much salt anyway.
Well, I was the type of person that, I would put salt on top of my salt.
Yeah, my youngest daughter loves salt and pepper. I use a lot of pepper, and I use garlic powder and onion powder. I don't like pickles. I think pickles are disgusting.
I don't use onion powder. I use minced onion.
Yeah, that's good too. I have some of that I just grind up in my grinder.
And when I make burgers or egg sandwiches, I put this.
But you're lucky, Wyoming. You have to have salt. You're very lucky.
The steak seasoning that's called smoky mesquite steak seasoning, and it is so good. Oh my god!
Meat. I only eat pork tenderloin and turkey, ground turkey or turkey burger.
You could put it on anything.
No,
whenever
I don't like change.
Whenever I make an egg sandwich, I put a ton of that in there. I also put a ton of cayenne pepper in it.
Yeah, not me. I don't like that stuff. I'm just a plain Jane. I don't even eat eggs. I eat egg whites, liquid eggs.
Well, I saw somewhere that,
although I would like to have an egg, that would be great, but I'm not allowed to have it.
I saw somewhere that cayenne pepper is good for you.
It probably is, but you know what also helps your cholesterol? Egg sandwich sounds wonderful.
Oh, I
make tomato and
awesome
cheese and onion. No, you can take turmeric. I put turmeric in my coffee every morning.
I
It
make
helps your cholesterol.
a 5 egg sandwich.
5 eggs.
5 eggs. It is a man sandwich.
No doubt. I just eat 1 egg. And it's an egg white, and I mix it. I make an omelet out of it. I haven't had an egg sandwich in forever, but I put what do I put in? I put cheese, Swiss cheese, because that's the only cheese I'm allowed. Cheese and onions and garlic, chunks of garlic, and crumble up turkey. Put turkey in it. It's so good.
Now, when I make a burger, I make what I call a ranch burger. I put the cheese in the burger because, just a slice of cheese on the top of it is just weird. I will put a little bit of ranch dressing on one side of the bun. Then on the other side, I'll put some barbecue sauce. And it is so good.
Yeah. Is it beef? I can't have red meat.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I would call it beef. It's the burger patties that you can get like a dozen in the bag at Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I have beef, I have to have, and it's crazy. That's why I don't buy it because it's so expensive. If sometimes I just want to make a meatloaf, I will. Sorry,
Oh,
Wyoming. It's not
oh,
that stronger. I meant that strong. I get that
you
Laura's
had to
beef,
mention meatloaf. My
and
daughter makes the
yeah,
best meatloaf.
I spend $9.99 on 1 pound of Laura's beef, and it's only 2% fat.
Yeah, the burger patties that I get from Walmart are the 80-20.
Yeah, see, that's too much for me. And my turkey is only 93 and 7. 7's the most I can have.
But
So,
when we move, if we move to the place that I want to move to, oh, the kitchen is epic. And it's got this like big bar area on one side, on the opposite
oh,
side of
does
the
it?
stove,
Yeah.
where I can go back to doing my cooking channel. Because I have a cooking channel, but my kitchen is like impossible to cook in because the stove is shoved clear up against a wall,
Oh,
which makes it really hard to get in there with the tripod to film on.
right. What is bison, Wyoming girl, and what's the fat content? And I eat a lot of turkey, Dana.
Bison's basically buffalo.
Oh, is it? I've never had buffalo. Is it high in cholesterol?
I have no idea.
Well, Wyoming girl said she eats it, so
Well, of course, because she's in Wyoming.
I
It's
know.
probably roaming wild up there.
So Wyoming, is the fat content and the cholesterol bad in bison?
The only thing we have roaming wild here in Arizona is
Oh,
javelinas.
really? I'm gonna have to check it out, Wyoming girl. Okay.
The only thing we have roaming wild here in Arizona is
Snakes.
I'm talking like 4-legged. We have javelinas, which are like pigs on crack.
Cool.
We have mountain lions,
Tumbleweeds.
bobcats. No, we really don't have tumbleweeds here. That's more southern Utah area, like around
Okay.
the St. George area. And oh, if you're ever
But
driving
y'all don't
anybody,
have no grass.
if you're ever driving and you see a tumbleweed blowing across the road in front of you, try to miss that tumbleweed. It looks like it's just a weed, but most of them that are the size of a beach ball have a stump in them that's
Really?
rock
Well, I
solid,
don't plan on going out west, so
and it's about as big as a man's thumb.
huh.
You will hit it, and it will poke right into your radiator, and you'll be stranded out there with the tumbleweeds.
Really?
Yeah.
I got stranded in excuse me, in I was going from Texas to Washington State. I think that's where I was coming from. No, I was going from Washington State to Texas, but I was close to South Dakota, and my on the middle of nowhere, very flat. My something went out on my van. I forget what it was. Something went out, and I couldn't. Nobody would help me. I was stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. I forget.
Yep.
I forget what happened. Something happened. It broke. Finally, somebody came by and they called it because back then you didn't have cell phones, and they
Yep.
called and got somebody to come and pick up my van. But I can't remember what it was.
Last
Something
time
in
I
the motor. They had to put something on it.
last time I got stranded was thanks to Interstate 70 going through Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
I was in an 85 Dodge half-ton truck, driving way too fast because I wanted to surprise my family Thanksgiving morning.
Oh wow.
I wanted to show up, knock on the door at 8 a.m. Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
lived in Denver, Colorado at the time. So I was doing triple digit speed, even going through towns. I hit a pothole that literally almost ripped the wheel of my truck off.
Wow.
A tire on your car on the front. It's got an upper and lower ball joint
Yeah, I
that
know.
allow the tire to turn and stuff.
Right.
Well, the upper ball joint goes into an A-arm attached to the frame. I ripped the ball joint out of the upper A-arm.
Oh really?
I limped it into a gas station, ruined the tire that was on there because I had to go like a mile and the tire was like rubbing on the inside of the wheel well, and I ruined the tire. So I ended up
Hey, I forgot to take my medicine like 3 hours ago, so let me go get that.
all right, well, go and take your meds. But anyway, I had to call my dad, and I specifically told him what to do. Go to my buddy's salvage yard and tell him that you need this, this, and this, and these 4 tools, and then come to me. Does my dad do that? No. Now, granted, it's Thanksgiving morning. Every garage is closed. And if you've ever had your vehicle have to be towed on a holiday, it's like 3 times as much. So he towed my truck to a garage, and the next day the garage fixed my truck by doing the same thing that I told my dad to do. So we had to get a motel room for 2 nights. It ended up costing my dad $1,500 to fix a truck that I paid $500 for. And
I can't believe I still got 3 more pills to take. I didn't take my evening ones or my bedtime ones. But what time is it? Oh, I still got time.
And I'm like, see, you spent all this money when you could have just brought me the parts for me to fix my truck. And
Yeah.
he goes, well, I would have had to buy those parts. And I'm like, all right, well, when we get to town, we'll go talk to my buddy Rodney, who ran the salvage yard. I go there and I was like, would you have charged my dad for these parts? And he goes, no. And I'm like, see, because I was really good friends with
Oh my
Rodney.
gosh, Tammy, I love deep fried mushrooms. Oh,
What type of mushrooms? The mushrooms you go out into the woods and find?
the kind you buy at Sonic or the pizza place, or I
Oh,
don't
no,
care.
no.
Just deep fried mushrooms.
I like
I can't have them anymore because I can only have, now listen to this. I can't have the portobellos because of the kidney disease, because of the phosphorus in them. But I can have shiitake. And I didn't know what they were. And I kept calling them shit something. And my daughter's like, Mom, you know you're cussing. And I'm like, no, I'm not. That's the name. So she told me how to pronounce them. They're shiitake.
Yeah. And yes, Wyoming girl, most dads don't listen, but if my daughter would have been in the same spot, I would have did exactly what she said and show up with the parts to fix the truck, because I would have been like, all right, it's Thanksgiving. He's 4 hours away. How much is this going to cost me? And again, it was $1,500 to fix a truck that I had bought 3 months earlier for $500. I mean, it was a truck, but I wouldn't want to haul anything in the bed of it that was smaller than, say, a football. Like, you could probably take a golf ball and shoot it through the bed all the way through. There was so much rust on this truck.
Oh, yeah.
I just needed something to drive. I just got my first divorce, didn't have any money. I saved up every bit of money I could get to for gas money, and I bought this ragged out Dodge truck.
What's going on with my phone?
It
I got it.
It ran good. You couldn't open the passenger door. You couldn't roll the driver's side window down.
Well,
I mean, it was a piece of junk. Even
these are the only ones I'm allowed to have. And they're pretty good if you fry them up. Like I cook them, I saute them with onions and peppers, red peppers.
but I like the wild mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. We used to go mushroom hunting when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
You need a new keyboard. Oh, you know what? The other day, I just bought this laptop. It's just now a month old. And the other day I was looking at it and it used to have a little smiley face for my emojis. And I looked down and I'm like, well, that's gone. How did that come out of there?
It just
And I'm
worked.
just kind of looking around on the floor and it was laying on the floor. Don't ask me. I think my cat did it. So I
Yep.
I got it, picked it up and I stuck it back on there and now it won't come off.
See, I use what's called a 60% keyboard. It's a
A what?
keyboard I use what's called a 60% keyboard. It's a keyboard that's the same size as a keyboard on a laptop. It's not that stupid long one that, comes with a regular like desktop computer. It
Mhm.
doesn't it doesn't have the 10 keys over on the side. It doesn't have all that. But
Oh, really?
when you got
Mine does.
OCD like me, you want your keyboard exactly centered and not have to reach over to the side to type like on a regular keyboard.
Yeah, but I
Now,
learned on a regular keyboard.
now if I could get a keyboard to where all the stuff that's on the right side would be put on the left side, that would be fine. And also I use wireless and it's got lights in it and stuff. Everybody's
Oh,
like, why do you need lights in it? I'm like, when I'm making a video, I'm staring at a ring light. If you've got a regular black keyboard and you spent 20 minutes making a video staring at a light that's 2 feet in front of you, you look down and the keyboard just looks like a black log.
oh, really?
So I need the lights on it so I could tell where the buttons are.
Well, see, I need the lights on it too because I can turn my lights on.
Yeah, mine I could turn it on and put
But
it into
sometimes I keep my lights so low in here that I need those on.
I
And
could
I
put,
just found it. I didn't even know I had it.
I could put it into a breathing mode, which looks really weird.
A breathing mode?
Yeah, where the lights go bright and dim and
That would drive
bright.
me crazy.
And, oh, it's weird. But I got it from the Five Below store.
Oh, really?
I have a lot of stuff from there. The keyboard that's on my streaming setup is from there. The
Oh, man.
mouse is from there.
You know what, Tammy? I'm probably going to have to go get me some mushrooms tomorrow.
And yes, I would love to be able to afford to buy like name brand keyboards.
Yeah.
You know, something nice to where every 3 months I don't have to go buy a new one because
Right.
half of the keys, the black finishes wore off.
Really?
Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, I use the A button a lot. My A
A
button,
button?
yeah, my
Oh.
A button is the first one that's wore off.
Hmm.
But I'll just
don't-
go and I'll just go and buy another cheap keyboard.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only had mine a month, so.
Like my mouse is the wireless on mouse from Walmart. It's like $7. It's got a feature that I love, but if anybody else sits down at my desk, it makes them mad. This mouse goes to sleep.
Oh, really?
Goes to sleep after 5 seconds. So it doesn't
Oh,
sit
that
here.
would drive me crazy. I
Yeah,
don't
but,
even need this mouse, but I
but
always have it on. Mine's all my laptop's
all you
touchscreen.
got to do is before you start doing anything with the mouse, just wiggle it.
Yeah.
But by it going to sleep, it doesn't sit here and run the battery dead. Because I cannot use a corded mouse to save
Oh,
my
I
life.
can't either.
It's got
I
to be
shouldn't even
wireless.
be using this mouse. I should just be touching the screen, but I keep forgetting.
Oh, I can't. Even if I had a touchscreen, I wouldn't do it.
They're actually pretty nice because
Well,
you can
It's
you
the
can move stuff around.
it's the fingerprints on it would drive me
Oh,
nuts.
you sound like my
Like-
daughter.
I hate fingerprints on my phone screen.
You don't bother me.
It's like if I can show you my screen right now, it is perfectly clean.
Oh, not mine.
And
Where
my
did
wife
everybody go?
my wife's probably gonna
Everybody leave us?
go get the same phone. I have the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. It's an amazing phone without the Samsung Galaxy
Oh, Dana's here. Okay. Hi,
flagship
Dana.
price tag.
Tammy's here.
And then I will have 2 phones.
Yes, if you haven't subbed to Dana, please sub to Dana. He has an awesome channel in the morning. He does Bible study.
All
And I
right.
always turn him on. Go ahead and give him a
Oh.
thumbs up and share him out, and then I get my stuff done while I listen to him. He's awesome. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forget what I was gonna say. I don't know. Oh,
Wow,
I know.
what-
I know what I was gonna say. I use Apple products.
Oh, I can't stand Apple.
I'm an iPhone girl.
I can't stand Apple because I looked at an Apple keyboard once and I'm like, where's the backspace button? I need a backspace button. And the Apple wireless mouse is rechargeable. But where did
No.
they put the charger port? On the bottom of the damn mouse.
On my laptop, it's not a Apple. My phone's an Apple.
And I'm like, really? So if your mouse goes dead and you're using it, you got to
Yeah.
plug it in to charge it, but you can't use it while it's charging.
My laptop is a HP.
My wife has a Samsung like a stream book thing. But I was
I never
reading,
could get into those tablet type things. I've got like, I don't know. I've
well,
got like
it's
4 or
a
5 of them, and I
it's
just didn't
a-
care for them.
it's a laptop, but it's basically a tablet on the inside. But I was looking it up, it syncs so well with the Samsung Galaxy phones. And I'm like, when you get a new phone, she was wanting the Pixel 8A, but our service doesn't carry it. She has the Pixel 6A.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get my phone, which is the Galaxy S21, and so she could link it with her phone and everything, and still have a really nice phone. And I'm gonna take her phone, permanently put it on mute, put
Put
the
it
phone,
on mute.
put the phone number on my channel so people can call, call me, leave a voicemail or text me. But I will have two phones to be able to video with.
Oh, yeah. See, I have two
So,
phones.
so
That's what I have.
if
I
I'm
have this
driving,
one to talk, my 14, and I use my 12 for streaming.
if I if I'm driving somewhere and I got my phone on my dash doing a time lapse, I can have the other phone to film other stuff.
Right.
And also, I on my blogging setup, I could run two
Hey,
phones.
Stewie, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
But on my blogging setup, I could run two phones, one
Right.
above the other. I can have my big Rode mic on one phone and my wireless mic on the other phone. Because I want
Right.
to, like, if I go somewhere and film something, like a rally or something, I want to be able to live stream on one and record an actual video on the other one.
I ain't about all that. I just need one when somebody calls me, I can talk to them or text me. That's why I have two. Why the only reason I have two is because the other one on my tripod that was my son's phone, and when he passed away, my grandson brought it over and asked me if I wanted it, and I took it because it was my son's phone. I didn't know anything about it, but he showed me
Yep.
how to work it. And then I bought me a 14 because I didn't want to ruin that phone of my son's. So I bought me a iPhone 14. So I'll
Yeah.
never get rid of that 12. I don't care. I don't care. It's got his voicemails I left him on it. So I'll never get rid of it. It's got our text messages on it.
Yeah. Samsung came out with the S23 FE. And the FE phone stand for fan edition. You get 3/4 of the Samsung Galaxy stuff, but you only have to pay $700 for the phone instead of the $1,300 that the regular like S23 would cost. Or if
Right.
you got the S23 Ultra, those are $1,500, and I don't see any difference. Like I got the S21. My daughter's got the whatever the brand newest flagship one is, and we sat down for an hour. She was like, "Well, I've got this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I got that. I've got this. Yeah, I got that." She only had one thing on her phone that my phone doesn't have, and she goes, "Why the fuck?" Excuse my language. Have this super
Every time you
expensive.
cuss, you got to put $1 on my Cash App.
I wish I had $1.
I'm kidding you.
But she was like, "Why do I have this expensive phone when yours has got everything?" And I'm like, "Why do you even have an expensive phone anyway? You don't use the camera, you text or you call on it. You could get a flip phone and do the same thing." And
Yeah, exactly.
she goes, "Well, why do you have the expensive phone?" And I'm like, "For the camera and not the basic camera. I never film anything if I'm out in public in the regular camera. I'm using the pro mode and I'm going in there and adjusting everything. And
Astua, you're on my YouTube, right?
you can't
Something's
you can't text on a flip phone.
No, listen. Astua said there's something going on with your channel on YouTube. I can't tag anyone. Can you check to see if your mods may have blocked me or something?
Well, you're not a oh that but
So
he
I'm on
hang
StreamYard.
on. He tagged you, right?
I don't know. I'm on StreamYard. I'm not
All
on. I
right.
mean,
Well, it is your at Gator Girl lit up on your end. Like he tagged me up up in the top. I can see it.
you can see it.
Yeah,
How
because
do you tell? I mean,
well, I'm not looking at the chat in StreamYard. I'm looking at the chat in the actual
okay, let me
video.
look at the chat in on you on
And that's
YouTube.
why I say I don't know how you people run one monitor.
Let
I've
me
got
see.
3 and I need 3 more.
Yeah, that would be too confusing for me. Let me go to my YouTube on my phone and see what's up.
And also, everybody, since you're watching on YouTube, up in the upper left hand corner of the chat where it says top chat, click on that and you will see it say top chat or live chat. Make
Okay,
sure
here we go.
you're on live chat. That will show,
Okay, I saw where you tagged me, and
yeah,
it was
because it's orange.
yeah. So how do I check to see if you're blocked? Let me see. Hold on.
He isn't blocked because he wouldn't be able to comment. It's just probably YouTube doing their stupid stuff.
Well, let's just
Because he tagged you and he tagged me.
there's Stua. That should take care of it.
Because YouTube does so much.
Send a comment, Stua. I don't want to watch Militia Man.
I always think it's funny how everybody gripes at these big channels that do live streams, and they're all like, the comments are going so fast. It's like, well, there's 35,000 people watching.
Yeah.
So there's probably 10,000 people leaving a comment.
Oh, I love a flip phone, Tammy.
See, I got so good at texting on a flip phone, it was dangerous. I could be driving my big flatbed, 24-foot flatbed straight truck with a 40
Stu, I
foot
just made you a mod, so
with a 40-foot
see
trailer
how
in the
that
back
works.
of it through Phoenix traffic, bouncing off of the red bloomer 75 miles an hour, while I got a cup of coffee in one hand and my
Yeah.
flip phone in the other hand, texting while I was driving.
Oh my gosh. You know, my favorite phone that I liked out of all my phones was the Razor. I loved
Well,
my Razor phone.
I didn't have a Razor. I
Okay,
had the
thank you, Tammy.
Crazer. It was narrower than the Razor.
I love my Razor. That was the best phone ever.
But no. Best phone ever is that no Nokia, whatever the hell it was. And I'm sure everybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Because you could have thrown one off the side of the Grand Canyon, have it land on the bottom. Somebody down there could have picked it up, put the battery back in it, and made a phone call with it. I ran that phone over with a truck on concrete.
Stu, it might just be Facebook, YouTube, because I checked and you're not blocked.
Yeah.
She said when she tags someone, it doesn't show up, and I get what she's saying.
All right. Well, try this. If you're on your phone, well, whatever device you're on, close out of YouTube, turn it off, restart it, and come back in. So many people don't realize that all your devices, you have to restart.
Yeah, I just
So
restarted
often.
my phone a little bit ago.
Because it's what it does is it clears the cache. CACHE. What that is that, you know, every time you look at a video, you go to a app, it leaves stuff behind that's running in the background that slows your stuff down. And also, ladies, because my wife has a tremendous problem with this, figure out how to put your pictures into a folder. Instead of having your pictures all on your gallery, figure out how to put them into a
All my
folder.
pictures are in my iCloud.
See, I do not trust that whatsoever, because what if iCloud goes down?
It's not going to go down.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
But
Oh, well,
figure out-
Stu, I know what you're saying. You can't see it highlighted, but hold on. Let me send you something, and your name will be highlighted.
yeah, you won't see their name highlighted. It's only the person that you did the at, they can see it highlighted.
Okay, I'm sending you a text.
Yeah, now yours
And is your name highlighted, Astua?
yours is probably highlighted on your end, but it's not on our end. See, I want to get my streaming computer back up and running so bad, because I have a vertical monitor on there that's set to 175%. That monitor is just for chat.
I don't have a whole lot of pictures anyway because this is my new phone. They're
But
still
now-
on my other phone, and
But
it's
now
shut down.
back to the picture thing. Think of it as you've got a coffee table, and you've got pictures laid out all on your coffee table, and you can see all the pictures. Think how much room it would take if you put 500 pictures on a table. It'd fill up the whole table, probably several
I don't
tables.
have 500 pictures.
But
I'm
if you
not
put-
like everybody else that has a lot of pictures. I don't. I mean, what am I going to
All
take
right,
pictures
see,
of? My grandkids,
kids-
when they were little, we had
But
cameras. We didn't have
if
phones.
you put all those 500 pictures into a photo album, that's what a folder is.
Yeah.
It's super simple, super easy to do. I taught my wife how to do it, and she has a
Okay,
2 terabyte.
it's working, Astua.
Yeah, she has a 2 terabyte drive also. And if you want to save stuff, go on to Amazon. Toshiba makes what's called a Toshiba Classic 1 or 2 terabyte external hard drive. I got the 2 terabyte. It's like $60. Every video that I make, every live stream,
This is what
is-
I have.
yeah, external drive.
Yep.
Because if you make videos on YouTube and you get banned,
Your
They don't-
videos are gone.
they don't give a rat's ass about you, no matter how
Nope.
much you beg.
Nope, they're gone. But I download all mine on here. I got 2 terabytes on there.
And every video that I save, I go through and take the intro off. Because even though my intro is only like 3 or 4 seconds, I take the intro off. And if you guys need an intro made, I can make intros like mine, just a basic intro. Super simple, super easy
When
to do.
you at someone, it usually pops up the names and it's highlighted.
Oh,
I
he
think-
means right above where you're typing in.
Right. It brings up everybody's names, but I think it hasn't been doing that here lately.
Hang on, let me try it.
No, I did not, Wyoming girl. Where's my phone?
Well, yours just popped up.
Did it? Wyoming girl.
Well,
$1.
some of the time you have
Thank
to you have to
For
type
what?
in
Were you saying
You
bad
know-
words, Wyoming girl?
more than just the first couple letters. You have to type in like 3 or 4 letters into it. Sorry,
That's funny.
I've been streaming since
Wyoming girl's funny.
prior to StreamYard being a thing, when you had to use OBS to stream and you had to set up each individual thing, and it sucked. A lot of the gamers use OBS. I hate it. Whenever I
What is OBS?
open broadcast service or system,
Oh, yeah.
but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, if you want your picture here, you have to like move it there, and you have to do this here, and it's too complicated.
Oh, Wyoming girl's cracking me up here.
Yeah, trust me. One of my subscribers had to cash at me $20 so I can go pick up 2 little bitty computer parts to try to fix my streaming PC. I can go into my kitchen right now and in one setting eat everything there is to eat in my kitchen in one setting. What have I had to eat all day long? 2 hot dogs. That's
Yeah,
it.
see, I have,
Because we are beyond broke. Because on top of, $600 a month car payment, $1,800 a month rent, medical bills for my wife, we also have to start paying back her student loans at $700 a month.
yeah, see, I can't afford a car payment. That's why my car's old and I'll just keep it.
Well,
Hi, Marcus.
I got
Thank you for coming in.
I got tired of my wife driving crappy cars, and me happen to go and rescue her and work on the car. That no, she's driving a new Toyota. I don't care how much it freaking cost. Our last Toyota was a 2014 Toyota Tacoma, and she left to go back to Ohio. I didn't worry about it a bit. The truck had brand new Michelin tires on it. The most
I
expensive.
can't take my car too far because it's leaking oil like crazy. I think I blew a head gasket.
But
But I only drive it around town until it blows.
our car now is a little Toyota CHR, little hatchback looking thing. I don't have to worry about the car breaking down. And I
Well,
mean,
that's good.
our first car was a $300 Buick that had ran into the back of a truck.
Oh, yeah.
I had to do some redneck engineering to put headlights and turn signals on it.
Oh, my.
Because all the fiberglass stuff on the front of the car where your headlights and your grill and signals and stuff are, that was all gone. It was $300. What was funny is me and my daughter took that car clear from Phoenix, Arizona to Palo Alto, California. And everybody was like, you drove that? Yeah, at over 100 miles an hour the whole way.
Hey, Broken, can you put your Cash App up in the...
Yep,
I tried to find it.
Hang on, I got it right here.
I couldn't read it on there. It's too far away from me. And I have glasses on. I have to, let me get let me show you the I'll show you the magnifying glass I had to,
Magnifying glass.
yeah. Well, what do you see? It's actually pretty cool.
But how I got my computer set up is you can put bookmarks in. And I have my Cash App into a bookmark. I also have Gator Girls thing somewhere in.
Check this bad boy out. Isn't this
In-
pretty? Oh,
Yeah, I have Gator Girls Cash App in here
Look.
also. See?
see, I need this to read things, 'cause I can't see nothing.
There's Gator Girls Cash App.
Yeah, they got mine. They need
But-
yours.
I have, like, when I click on the top plus thing to be able to look up something. I got stuff going all the way across, and then probably
The top
30.
plus thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like when you're gonna search something,
Oh yeah.
when you've already got a couple windows open, there's a little
Oh, okay.
plus.
Yeah,
Well, that will drop down my bookmark bar.
I got you.
You can hide the bookmark bar, but also when you click on it over on the side, you will have these two arrows that are pointing to the right, all the way over on the side, and that opens up the drop box for your bookmarks.
Hey, I just found something. This is pretty cool. This is awesome. Go ahead and talk. He can't talk. We can't hear him. I muted him. I muted you. You're unmuted. That's cool. I didn't know that was there. Oh, I can't unmute him. What? Why can't I unmute you?
I unmuted myself.
Oh, okay. You had said you had to unmute yourself.
But another thing that hardly anybody knows when you're using StreamYard, move your mouse over the lower right corner of the black box, and a box will pop up.
Yeah, private chat.
Well, no, just over the black part. You can maximize the video on your screen.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It works really good. If
Where's
you
your
got
Cash App at? Put your Cash App in here.
my Cash App's in there.
Is it? I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
it's two above yours.
I don't even see mine.
Yours is
The last thing I see is Marcus said, "Morning, Tammy." Wyoming girl said she needs glasses.
all right. I see the morning Tammy. Then right above there, I shared your Cash App. Then there's Wyoming girl right above mine.
Huh. Well, I don't see any of that.
Yeah, my God-given name is Mike, but everybody calls me Broken,
Yep, I haven't seen it.
which is why
I don't see it.
I'm gonna change my cooking channel to BP's Kitchen.
BB's Kitchen?
Because everybody's like, we've known you on the internet for like 6 years now as Broken Patriot.
Yeah.
Mike sounds weird.
Yeah. That is weird that I can't see that. Oh,
It's in there.
it's not in here. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, hang on. That is.
It's not in this chat at all. I can't find it.
No, it's not in the actual chat in the comments on StreamYard.
Oh,
But
it's in YouTube. Gotcha.
It's it. Dual monitors.
Yeah, but I don't understand. If everybody else is typing in YouTube, why is it showing up here? I've got YouTube, but that didn't show up.
Yeah, that is weird. Not even in a private chat.
It's not in chat. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not. I'm looking on my phone and it's not in here. I don't know where it went.
It's in chat. I'm looking at it right here.
Well, does anybody else see it? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, because somebody asked about my first name.
Wyoming girl doesn't see it. Tammy doesn't see it.
Wyoming girl asked. She obviously sees it because she said, "Is your name Mike?"
I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it anywhere. The last thing I saw that I typed was, "Hang on, I will get it." And then I went looking for it and I couldn't find it.
Are you in?
Are you blocked? Type something. Are you blocked?
Me?
Did we block you by a boo-boo?
I'm not
Wyoming
blocked.
found it by going to your channel. So nobody's found it on here. So I'm just wondering if you're blocked on here.
Well, maybe it's because I'm not a mod and it won't let me put it in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, we'll fix that right now. I can't do it.
See, what I need to do is one of these days
No,
get my daughter over here to
no.
give her a crash course into how this all works and to give her all the passwords and logins to everything.
Right. Does Marcus need to talk to somebody? Yes, Marcus. It was Dana was in earlier.
Oh yeah, I got a
Wyoming, did you get his cash app yourself?
Wyoming girl. Beep 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 beep. Wow, thank you.
Oh, okay, good. She got it. Good.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, Wyoming girl's awesome, isn't she?
She sure is. Even though,
Yeah, he came in at 10 10, and he just left a little bit ago, not long ago.
even though I can't stand Wyoming, it's beautiful, but as a truck driver, you never know what the weather's gonna be. I was stranded on the Sisters on I-80 in a blizzard in June. There was 2 feet of snow on the Sisters, which were these 2 little mountains on I-80 in June. I'm just like,
I remember going that way one time when I was going out to Washington State, and it wasn't snowing, but it was just weird that every so often there was a little town, and then there were gates that came down, and you had to exit off. And I didn't know what they were there for. So when I happened to just exit off, I stopped somewhere and went in and ate. And I asked the
oh
waitress,
yeah.
I go, what is with all these things with a light, and then you have to exit into the town? She goes, girl, when it snows here, and these roads are
Oh
closed.
yeah.
I'm like,
I was
okay.
all right. I don't know exactly how deep the snow was. I just know that it was over the center line of a semi truck wheel. It
Oh,
was
wow.
that deep.
Wow. Yeah, I was summertime when I went, so I didn't have any snow, and I was going out to
Well,
I was going out to Oregon, but
it-
I went
It
to
was
Washington State
June.
first.
It was summertime. I mean,
No, really? No, there wasn't nothing, but it was flat. My gosh, it was flat forever. I thought Ohio was flat. Whew. All the way
no.
out there was flat. I mean,
Because
flat.
you went across Nebraska.
Oh, it was so flat. No,
That-
because I was by Wyoming. I was all over. I was just driving everywhere.
Yeah,
I was in no hurry. I was in South
I
Dakota. I
I
went
could
to,
I could not live in Kansas or Nebraska ever because it is so flat. But
yeah, I
what
went to Sturgis,
I've
spent
been
the
to,
night in Sturgis
I've
at
been
the
to Sturgis
Thunderbird Motel. That was a pretty cool place.
at the bike rally. My old boss had bought a new Harley just for Sturgis,
Hmm.
and he goes, "Well, why don't you take the week off and go to Sturgis with me?" And I'm like, "I don't have the vacation time." He goes, "I'm your boss, and you're going with me." So I'm like, "Okay." I'd only rode a dirt bike, like a 125 dirt bike, and I hop on this Harley Road King, this big 1200cc Harley, and we just take off. We had the clothes that we had on, and
Yeah.
one change of clothes. And there is a laundromat in Sturgis, but yeah, there was no getting clothes washed. So we were very right smelling when we got back home.
Oh, I bet. I bet. I liked Sturgis. I didn't go to the bike rally; it wasn't going on, but it was a pretty cool place.
My favorite thing that I saw there was Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was by myself. I was I just left my second husband. We were getting a divorce, and I just took my money and traveled for a year. And I just took off and went out west.
But
And
there's nothing like, because we were in northeast Missouri, like right on the river. We left and rode straight to Sturgis, only stopping to gas up.
really,
Rode straight there. And the seats on his Harleys weren't exactly the most comfortable seats. I couldn't feel my butt cheeks for a month because we were only there for like 4 days and then rode straight back. So I had the Iron Butt Award because I only rode dirt bikes, had a little dirt bike at that. And if you think a dirt bike is the same as a 1200cc Harley, you are sadly mistaken.
oh yeah, I can't. My legs are too
dang
short to
it.
ride a motorcycle.
My wife just slept in her work clothes.
All right
meaning-
now.
Meaning she got called into work.
Oh
The joys of being married to a nurse.
yeah.
But with her being a nurse, working her ever loving butt off, she is 100% fine with me doing this.
That's good.
She said after my second stroke that
Mhm.
she was so close to divorcing me because I wasn't myself. She goes, "You were so angry all the freaking time." And
Yeah,
then
it
you
takes
start,
a while to get over that. That's just part of the stroke. That's just what happens.
she goes, and then you started making videos.
Yeah, it's just you have to have something to. You got to have something to do because you can't go from
And
working and being a productive human to all of a sudden not being allowed to do anything.
yeah, and when my channel got banned the first time, it was a ex subscriber of mine. I don't talk to this person anymore because he did some shady stuff that I
Well,
don't
see, there's
agree
people
with.
out there that don't like me, and we're spreading some very bad rumors that were not true, and got other people involved, and then those people are saying bad things about me, and I had to just set
Well,
them straight.
see,
I'm like,
my
you know me, I'm not that kind of person.
my whole thing is, if you hear a rumor about me, email me.
That's how I feel.
Because I want to know what the rumor is because you never know. It might be
Yeah.
true. But oh my God, Wyoming
It's
girl.
6:30 in the morning for you, Marcus. Where are you from? It's 12:36 for me in the morning.
He said state, so I'm guessing Australia, England, somewhere.
Probably, yeah.
Because I've got a subscriber that lives in Australia.
So I know where English Rose, she's 5 hours ahead of us.
All right, everybody in the comments, put the state you're in. I'm in Arizona.
Ohio.
Beautiful Arizona.
Beautiful, no grass, Arizona.
Grass is.
Grass is good. You need grass to go get you need to put your feet in grass. State of confusion. That's a good one. That's a good one, Dana.
When I started making my driving and
Missouri.
talking videos, people were shocked at the mountains here. And I'm like, yeah. There's mountains literally inside the city limits of Phoenix.
Wow. So where is Marcus from? Virginia, Stua, Virginia. I like Virginia. My uncle lived in Roanoke. I loved going there.
That is a beautiful state.
It is. It's beautiful. Where
I
is
mean-
Marcus from? Did his ride come and he had to go?
What's
Maybe.
crazy though is
Did you see that Wyoming left you a message there?
I'm in this state of sleepy semis, broken sleep paper.
No, look up above. There's another one above Astuas.
Yeah, I read it.
Okay.
Here's the one thing that gets me about Wyoming, and I've only been to
Oh, okay.
I don't
Marcus.
even know.
Austria.
the-
He's from Austria.
It's
Okay.
the town where they have the silver dollar balloon in. I can't think of it. But along I-80, you'll be driving
Yeah, it's not kangaroo.
miles away
Yeah.
from a town, and you will see like 2 or 3 house trailers where people are living in them
Mm-hmm.
right off of the freeway. And I'm like, where do these people work? I left the nearest town, nearest civilization an hour ago. And they're just out there living. It's like, what do you do for work? Are you making drugs or what?
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, because I mean, and it's not like it's just a couple. You will see a couple trailers sitting here, drive for another half hour, couple more trailers.
Hmm.
And I'm like, where do you get your water from? Where do you get your these people live so far out, they would have to pack a lunch to go to Walmart. The Wyoming girl
Okay, so
knows what I'm talking about.
does anybody ever watch New York Prepper? Probably not, because nobody knows.
No.
I mean, I don't. Sometimes his stuff is so far off, but he just sent a alert out. Red alert: Russia is moving warships to the Caribbean. Israel is on the verge of war with Hezbollah. Yeah, I'm not. Sometimes he's too far out there.
I don't worry about what's happening in other countries. Period.
The Caribbean is our country.
It's still not our shores. And for the hey Val.
Hi, Val. How are you?
Val's one of my favorite
Oh, yeah?
subscribers.
Nice.
See, and the reason why I'm not worried about any other country.
Amen, Marcus. Amen.
And even if somebody were to come to our shores,
Oh,
we have-
no. Astua. She said, or he said, we just had one adult and 2 children trying to cross the train track. They were hit by a train, DOA. Very sad situation. I guess they thought they could run. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, prayers for that family. Oh, my God.
Back when I was a truck driver, I would see
Oh.
that stuff so much. People trying to go around the train arms.
Whew, that's horrible.
I had people pass me because I was the first vehicle.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
With the, we have a lot of train tracks here. I never, if the thing's down, I'm stopping.
Oh, that's one video I told my wife I'm going to do next summer when we go to Ohio. I'm going to East Palestine.
Are you? Wow. That's too bad, Astua. They were on foot? Oh my gosh. On foot? That's even worse.
Yep.
Oh. I never
Yeah.
made it to East Palestine. And it's a good 3 hours, 3.5 hours from me.
But the reason I don't worry about anybody coming here is because we got rednecks, we got hillbillies, we got Florida men, Florida women, and we have the Second Amendment.
Yeah, we do. We do. But that's all fine and well. But there are innocent people who don't have all of that stuff. There are people, I wouldn't have any if it wasn't for my grandson buying me one for my birthday.
And
I wouldn't have
everybody,
one.
if you want a super simple, super reliable pew pew, to put it into YouTube terms, there's a company called Rock Island Armory that sells for like $250 a snub nose 357 revolver.
Well, that's not what I don't even mean that. I have a good one. But there's people that can't even afford $200.
Oh, I know.
There are elderly people in my neighborhood that don't have anything like that.
Which is why those of us that have the protection need to keep an eye out.
Yeah,
And the people
exactly.
that-
Yeah, but there's
that
eventually
don't.
war. There's always people that are going to get innocent people that are going to die.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
And I bet people get so mad at me, like, so you don't care about this country? And I'm like, no. Until there is no homeless veterans, no homeless women, and no homeless children in this country, no children going hungry, starving to death, why should this country worry about any other country?
Oh, I agree. I absolutely agree.
And especially the homeless veteran. That shouldn't even be a term. You signed your name on that dotted line, basically signing your ass to the government.
Yeah. I just don't want war. I don't want any war. I don't want everybody needs to be alert and pay attention. That's why I'm saying I don't know if I believe him because I listen to KLW World News,
And
and
oh,
he's pretty smart.
speaking
and
about New
He knows
York,
what he's doing. Where New York Prepper kind of exaggerates everything.
yeah,
Because he'll say stuff, and then KLW World News will say the opposite, and what he says comes true. What New York Prepper says never even appears.
yeah. But speaking about New York, you could go on to your YouTube studio and look into your analytics on, states that watch your video, countries that watch your video, states.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Well, you can go down to cities.
Oh really?
I'm clear in Arizona. I'm a redneck disabled patriot. Take a wild guess what my top city is that
I have no
most of
idea.
that over 60% of my views come from. New
Where?
York City.
New York, yeah.
Chicago is second. Los Angeles is third. And I'm like, I was just shocked because you wouldn't think of it. That these people in these big liberal cities are watching little old me sitting here in East Mesa, Arizona. And yes, I use the term East Mesa, Arizona, because there is Mesa, Arizona, the old school Mesa. It's dirty.
Yeah.
East Mesa is, well, it's expensive to live here. It's clean.
I don't know. I just worry about people in general, innocent people, innocent children, innocent elderly that our government does not care about.
Our government doesn't care about.
There are
anybody.
people living in the streets. There are children living in the streets. And I don't blame the children for that. I blame the parents for that.
Yeah. Because
I'm sorry, my parents could have kept us from not living in the streets, but they chose that life. We didn't choose that life. They chose that life.
I mean, I know I didn't give the best life to my kids because of the two jobs I had while they were in school. I mean, the only time I saw my kids was first thing in the morning when I dropped them off at school, and then Sundays.
Well, that doesn't make you a bad parent.
I
at
was
all.
a
That you
I
are
was
working for your family.
I was a truck driver during the day, and I managed a
Right.
bar at night. I don't know how I didn't wreck my truck, because there were days that there was something that happened at the bar. I would literally go home, take a shower, change clothes, drive to work, get in my truck, and drive all day long.
Yeah.
After
That
I
doesn't make
just
you a bad parent. What makes you a bad parent is when you leave your children in a car and you go in a bar and you get drunk day after day after day, and you
yeah
have a 2-month-old baby in the car, and you expect the two oldest ones who are like, I don't know, 7 and 9 or 9 and 10 to take care of them and feed them when there's no food or nothing, and you're not allowed to get out of the car. God forbid you get out of the car and they find out about it. Those are bad parents. My mom, and my stepdads were bad, bad parents. They only cared about themselves.
yeah
And that's what I call a bad parent. And then if you didn't do, or they would get drunk. And when we did finally get a house, they would get drunk and then they fought with each other. And then they're like, oh, well, they made up. So let's just go beat the kids. So then literally beat the kids, throw them down steps, throw furniture at them. Those are bad parents. I never
yes
did that with my
through
kids.
that.
My kids had a very good
I
life.
mean, me and my daughter butted heads because she was the atypical teenager. But now me and my daughter are probably closer than my daughter and her boyfriend,
Yeah.
because my daughter will text me stuff that I guarantee she's not talking to her boyfriend about. But
Yeah, exactly, Wyoming. Being a provider is being a parent.
I did warn my daughter's boyfriend Randy when they first started dating. I took him to a bar. We sat down, had a few drinks, and I'm like, listen, I raised my daughter to be a badass beep. I know you like her. You want to take it a step further. Just realize she ain't going to take no bullshit.
Yeah.
If she asks you to take out the trash, get up off your ass and take the trash out.
Yeah, I don't my kids had stuff to do. They had chores. They didn't get an allowance at all. But they had food, they had clothes, they had a bed, they had sheets, they had toilet paper, they had shampoo, they had socks, they had shoes. They had a mother who loved them
Mm-hmm.
and raised them the right way. They didn't ever have to worry about food. They didn't ever have to worry about not having any clothes or going to school. Now, this was something that happened to me, which was totally embarrassing, but I was in 7th grade and I knew we were going to have to jump on a trampoline. And like I said before, I had one outfit that I wore every day to school, no socks, and an old raggedy old shoes. And I saw the trampoline when I was going into the bathroom. I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to jump. I did not want to have to do that. So I went and looked through every locker in that girl's locker room until I found a good pair of white socks and I put them on. I stole those socks.
Mm-hmm.
Never told nobody I stole those socks, but I was not going to be picked on and beat up because I was a little dirtbag. And I can't stand parents to do that. That's why I work so hard in my community to do backpacks for kids, to do school clothes for kids, whatever kids need. That's where
Oh,
my heart is because I
and,
don't want kids to go through what I
and
went
speaking of backpacks, my wife, even though we're flat broke, she somehow scrounged up the money, since my granddaughter's birthday is coming up next month. And yes, I will video the whole thing and put it on there. My granddaughter told my daughter she wanted this pink Hello Kitty backpack.
through. Mm-hmm.
It's a Hello Kitty backpack, Hello Kitty lunchbox, and like a little pin pouch. It was $40. And my wife was like, we're definitely getting that for her. And we almost bought her I don't know what they're called. It's a bicycle for kids that doesn't have pedals. I don't know what they're called. It's like a little balance bike. There was a pink one at Walmart, but I got to looking at it and it wasn't worth getting.
Huh. I never saw one of those.
Yeah,
Of course, I don't have to look for that stuff.
yeah,
My kids are all
a
great. A balance bike, is that what it
yeah.
is?
It just looks like a regular little kid's bicycle without the pedals.
So it teaches them to balance,
Yeah,
maybe?
and my daughter knows this. I'm an old school motorhead. Rode motorcycles, had hot rod cars. Randy, my daughter's boyfriend,
That's good, Marcus. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. That's good.
currently has a C4 Corvette and a Harley. The other Grandpa Shane, runs a motorcycle shop where he builds like custom high-end $50,000 Harleys. Also has custom cars. And we've all told her that when Ridley gets to where she can handle something, Ridley's my granddaughter's name. When she gets to where she can handle something with a motor on it, we're going to build her the most awesome little motorcycle mini chopper thing ever. And my granddaughter has this, like, it's not a Power Wheels, it's from a different company. It's a little Jeep. It's bigger than a Power Wheels.
Oh, really?
And it's really cool because it comes with a remote that the parents could drive it if the kid can't drive it. Well, the thing is pitifully slow.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, it's like a half a mile an hour maximum speed. My granddaughter's on it like, wee.
Yeah,
You know, like
my kids
this,
never had any of those. I don't think they had those riding toys back then. To
but
be honest.
I shared a video to my daughter's Facebook of a person that took one of those Jeeps, made it four-wheel drive, put a gas like motorcycle motor in it, and he's out just ripping around on it. And I'm like, 2 more years, and the Jeep is going to be turned into this. And she was like, Dad, really? And I'm like, she'll be 7 years old. She needs something with a little more power than leg power, pedal power, or stupid battery power.
Get her a mini bike.
Well, we're going to build her a mini bike, but it's going to be like a mini chopper.
Oh, yeah.
You know, something that she can't tear off through the backyard on and tear the hell out of my daughter's backyard, but she can ride around in the cul-de-sac because they live in a cul-de-sac, and there's a whole bunch of kids there. So all the parents, you know, take turns putting this like neon green like little sign down at the end of the street that says kids playing. It's always in one of the neighbors' yards.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Tammy, I know a lot of my friends, their parents were the same way. They got home, they had chores to do and get dinner started and all that stuff. I remember a lot of my friends were like that way.
Yep.
Me, I just had to, if my mom was home, I had to make sure she wasn't dead from drinking all day.
Ooh.
And then take care of, there was 7 of us at that time. And my brother was 2 years older than me, and then my sister. The rest of them from my sister on down, they were just super young. So,
I have 2 beers a year and 3 shots of whiskey every year. 1 shot of whiskey and 1 beer. Well, 3 beers and 3 shots. Now that I think about it, I have a beer and a shot with my daughter on her birthday. That's it. I'll make that beer last probably 3 or 4 hours. I'll have one with her boyfriend Randy because he calls me dad. I call him son.
Yeah, I'm just not a drinker.
at
Never ever.
at Christmas, I will have a shot and a drink with them, and that's it. And
Yeah,
we
no
already
alcohol for me.
found this book, and it's $7. And now that I got the money from Gator Girl, I'm gonna go pick it up before it's
You ain't
gone.
getting no money from me.
No,
Wyoming girl.
But my wife drugged me into a Borders bookstore. My first time ever going into a Borders bookstore, because she said, "You drugged me into a computer store."
I love bookstores. I
AKA,
go look at all the different Bibles.
I drug her into Best Buy because I needed thermal paste. That's one of the things I had to get for my streaming computer. So we were in there and stuff, and I asked the person working, I'm like, "You got any books on motorcycles?" And she was like, "Yeah." We go down this aisle. They had this big coffee table book. And if you've never seen what a coffee table book is, it's a big book, like a foot wide, a foot and a half long, big book, big hardbound book
Oh yeah.
of all of the generations of Harleys, pictures and all the specs and stuff. It was $7. And I'm like, we get the money, we're buying that for Randy for Christmas.
Yeah. I like bookstores. I love going to bookstores.
And my wife was like, "Shh, you gotta be quiet." And I'm like, "It's a bookstore, not a damn library."
Yep, I like bookstores. I could spend hours in bookstores. I love the smell of books. I don't get to read them as often now as I used to because my eyesight's, I can't read very much with the little print. That's why I have
The main
that's why I have my
you blinded
my
yourself with it.
I did. Look, it changes too.
Yeah, it's the different my ring light will do that. It will have the white light, make sure the white and the warm light, and then the warm
Right.
light. I like
I
the warm light because it makes my pale ass look like I've got a little bit of a tan.
I got it so I could do my diamond art. I'm doing a stressed American flag that I'm gonna try to get finished and give it to Trooper and what are you doing, Kat? Trooper and Sherry to when they do their auction, they can auction it off. It's going to be probably about so big. I got to get a glass, nice frame to put it in.
Uh,
Sorry, Tammy.
if you're looking for a frame, go to Goodwill.
No, we have a frame shop here that makes them.
Oh,
He
because
said he'd make me one.
I've got a couple things that I printed off of the internet in frames, and I went to Goodwill and found a really nice frame that had like something that our parents would probably hang on the wall.
That's awesome, Marcus. Congratulations. Good for you.
But yeah, I used to drink all the time, and now because of my health problems, only on my daughter's birthday, her boyfriend's birthday, and Christmas, and that's it.
I guess when you have parents that, like I had, you just don't want to drink. Like they had 7 kids, and my older brother, myself, and my sister Patty are the only ones that never drank. So 4 out of 7 drank. Some
But
of them still, 2 of them are major alcoholics.
now at my daughter's place, when I tell her that I'm coming over, she goes and buys a small thing of coffee for me, my coffee, and buys a thing of coffee creamer because I have a coffee maker at her place.
That's nice. You know what I have at my grandson's house? I have slippers.
Slippers.
Yeah, because I only
See,
wear slippers. I hate wearing shoes.
I have
And I
one
wear
pair.
slippers all the time.
I have one pair of like black Walmart tennis shoes. Those are my. I got to go to court. I got to go to a funeral. I got to go to a wedding. Basically, meaning I got to wear pants. If
Yeah,
I'm not going to one of those places, I'm in basketball shorts, a t-shirt with some kind of a American flag on it, something on it, and my black Crocs.
yeah, I got my Hey Dudes, which I don't wear them very often, but I wear the shoes I bought for to work out in. And I only wear, so I'm only like 3 hours in shoes. What, three
But
times,
I
9 hours a week. The rest of the time, I got my slippers on.
I
I take my
didn't
slippers to church.
I didn't pay the new price for Crocs. I was surfing Facebook Marketplace like I do every single day, and it popped up. Size 11 Crocs, brand new. Bought them for my husband. Husband said, "Hell no, I'm not wearing Crocs." They were $20. I jumped in the car, ran across town, and bought those Crocs. They were
Yeah.
brand new.
I
They had
don't, I
not
can't
even
wear
been.
those things. I can't wear Crocs.
I wear them all the time. I did wear the Walmart version ones like 3 years ago, but they totally changed, and the ones that they're selling now are garbage.
Yeah, I've never owned a pair. I've owned some slides. I got some Adidas slides.
Yep.
I will wear those.
And my wife has bought me
Yeah,
every
me too, Wyoming girl. Me too.
my wife has bought me every crazy accessory that you could put on Crocs. The little blinky lights that you can put on the front, all the little things you can stick in the holes, the little spoiler you can put on the back, the spurs you can put on them.
Don't talk about blinky shoes. I have little feet, and I used to have to wear blinky shoes
I
because I
like
had to
the
buy
blinky
kids' shoes,
shoes.
and every time I walked, they'd blink. So embarrassing.
I think they need. Now, this is just me because I'm a proud grandpa. If they sell little girl shoes that blink, they need to have right next to it men's shoes that match the little girl shoes that blink. So when you buy buy your little granddaughter the blinky shoes, you could be matching with blinky shoes.
Yeah, I
Because
don't know
my
about
because when I put those blinky lights in my Crocs, my granddaughter went nuts. She went into her room, grabbed her matching black Crocs, and came out. And
I
she took
do, Tammy. I do.
she took one
I
of the
wear
blink.
kids' shoes
Yeah,
for youth.
she's only 4'9". Everybody, tiny. That's why earlier I was like, "You have a king size bed? Why?"
I do. I used to have a California King, but I gave it to my grandson.
I used to have a Texas king,
I
a
like big beds.
Texas a Texas king, 9 feet long, 8 feet wide.
Look, when I was a kid growing up, there was 5 girls and 2 boys. And all us girls, when we did have a bed, we had to all sleep in the bed together. And only one pillow, no sheets, no blankets. It was horrible. Or we had to sleep on the floor. So when I became an adult, I like beds. I like big beds. And I like a lot of blankets and a lot of sheets and pillows
See,
because I never had them growing up.
I, on top of my health problems, I've got a very messed up back because I was a hey y'all watch this kid and young adult growing up. Race cars, demolition derby cars, tough trucks, which tough trucks are you go out there and basically do the stuff that a monster
No,
truck would
4
do,
in youth, Wyoming. 4 in youth. They have to be youth.
meaning that her shoes say Oshkosh on
No, that's toddlers.
them. But I have to have such a firm mattress, or my back will like spasm and I can't move.
I'm glad I don't have no back problems. So.
Hey, I saw one on Facebook Marketplace. It was awesome. Somebody had made a Corvette bed. And
My
by
son had my son when he was little, he had a race car bed. He loved it.
this one was handmade to look like a Corvette Stingray.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
the split 1-to-1, it was fiberglass down both sides with a full size mattress in it. The guy wanted $300 for it because he said, sadly, my son doesn't like it anymore.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I
There
asked
you
my
go,
wife,
Wyoming. Make a tractor bed. That would be cool. I could fit in my son's race car bed.
one of the coolest beds I saw was a person took a actual truck bed, like off of a, pickup truck, and put a mattress in it.
I love Adidas shoes. I love Adidas pants, Adidas shirts.
I used to
I just
like,
got I just got my plain white tee on tonight, but I got
I
my
u-
Adidas pants on. I always wear Adidas. I wear boys 16s.
I
I
used to
just bought
wear
2 pair of shorts.
I used to wear British Knights shoes all the time.
I think my oldest daughter liked those too at one time. Yeah, I think those beds are cool like that.
But now it's Crocs or I'm
No, no
barefoot.
Crocs. No Crocs for me.
I
I
even
like to
went
go barefooted.
I
But
even
I don't
went
know about you, Wyoming, but when I was a kid and went barefooted, I never hurt my feet. Now when I go barefoot and I step on something, it hurts.
all right, well everybody, I gotta go. My wife just got back home and I don't know what's up.
Okay. Thank you for coming
So
in.
peace out everybody. And again, Wyoming girl, thank you.
No, Gator, I don't wear Crocs. No Crocs. I don't like them. I don't like the way they feel on my feet. I wear my Adidas slides because everything I own is Adidas. Uh, Slippers. Yep. I have slippers, lots of slippers. I get new slippers all the time because I wear them out so fast. Adidas shoes. I do have some, and I hate to get rid of them because you can't get them anymore. I do have some Nike Shocks. I love those things, but now you can't get them. So I kind of hold on to them. And I have my duck boots for in the wintertime. And I have my cow. You want to see some little boots? You want to see how little my feet are? Where do you see my boots? Now here's some little boots. These are my boots. I don't wear them that often. And they are so tiny and they're pink. They're little girls. Not little girls, but these are my Justins. And I forget let me see what size these are. These are a 4.5. Aren't they cute? My little Justin boots. I don't get to wear them that often. But I like them. They're comfy. So I wear those sometimes. Most of the time, if I wear them to church. Let me see. My Shocks, sometimes I wear them. They kind of hurt my feet now. And my slides, my Adidas slides, and my slippers. Lots of slippers. And yes, barefoot is best. Yes, me too. That's why I told Broken Patriot that he don't have no grass where he lives. Yeah, Justin boots are the best. I love Justin's. I like my duck boots too. I forget who makes those. Yes, I love Justin's. I have another pair that they're Arian. I don't really like them that much. I wear these all the well, if I wear them, if I have to wear boots, I wear these. But my Ariats, I think they're called. I don't really care for those. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't wear these. I think I might have wore these once. They're Ariats. They're cute, but I like my Justins better. I don't even know if I've ever look. They look brand new on the bottom. I bet you I've never even wore them. And I don't know what size these are. Let me look. 4 oh, maybe 3? No, 4.5. And I don't wear these. And they're actually, I should start. Maybe I will start wearing them. They look nice. I even have steel-toed boots, Justin's, because I used to have to wear steel-toe boots when I was working. I don't work anymore, so. No, I'd like to, though. I would like to, Marcus. I'd love to have a John Deere Gator. I know somebody that's got one. Yeah, me too, Wyoming. And I don't even know why I got the Ariats. Maybe somebody got them for me. I don't remember. And I've never worn my duck boots because last winter I got them before last winter and I forgot I even had them. Oh, John Deere. Yeah, that little John Deere Gator. Them things are better than a golf cart. Do you have a golf cart, Wyoming? I like gators. Wait till you see the outfit that's being made for my gator that Tracy made me. It's so cute. It's got little orange shorts, gator shorts, and then a blue T-shirt. Oh, you have the side-by-side four-wheeler? Well, that's even better. Heck yeah. I like those too. I need to get a drink. Ooh, I'm hot. It's hot. It's fucking hot. It's like I'm drinking chocolate milk because I don't have any cold water in the house. And everything I have is orange. Orange cups, orange dishes, orange pans. Yeah. Wyoming's the problem child? Mm-hmm. The babies only want to sleep sitting up. What? They don't want to lay down? Since I found Lactaid milk, because I'm allergic to milk, I can pour some Lactaid, the white milk, and then put my Hershey's syrup in it and make me some chocolate milk. And I just make a big half gallon of it and pour it back in the jug. So I have chocolate milk when I want it. Here we call John Deere Fendt, but with yellow rims. They will be, but you're not holding them. Oh, got ya. Why are you the problem child, Wyoming? I mean, I wouldn't know why. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I missed that one. Ariat, yeah. Now I want to ride four-wheelers. Marcus, that's funny the way you said that. When I was small, I can't say that. Because when I say, oh, when I was small, they all say, you still are. So I just say when I was younger, because I'm definitely older. I can't say when I was small, because there's always a smart aleck in the bunch. Yeah, I probably should go to bed too. I got to get up and go work out in the morning. She's the problem child and everything's Carol's fault. Got you. I wonder where Carol's been. I haven't seen her. I know she's taking care of her grandkids, so she probably went to bed early. Don't forget Mags tomorrow. Santa's going to be there. Mag Americans. I'll be in and out between YouTube and Rumble. I'll be bouncing around. Good night, Dana. Sleep good. See you tomorrow. I'll be up listening to you. I get up at 9, regardless of what time I go to bed. Have a great night, or sleep well. Go night-night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You know, that's kind of a scary thing to say nowadays because there really are bed bugs. I thought that was just bull. Santa's doing better, Val. He's going to be on Mag Americans tomorrow night at 9:30. So if you want to watch, come over to Mag's. We'll all be over there after the vigil. Well, yeah, after the vigil. He does his at 9:30. So that's fine. And I'll be there. Wyoming will be there. A bunch of us will be there. Yeah, Tammy will be there. And I missed him. He did the live yesterday, and I totally forgot he was doing that live. And he's only leaving it up for a couple days. So if you want to watch him, you might want to watch it because he said he was only going to leave it up, for a couple days. He hasn't been going to Rumble. He's just been staying on YouTube. He still has Rumble. So he's not that many people on Rumble. He only goes to Rumble when he was doing Rumble Studio doing it through Rumble, and he ended up not liking it. So, and he will go there if he's got something to say that he can't say on YouTube. But here lately, he's been staying on YouTube, which I need to get my keys and all that stuff for my Rumble, so I can at least. Oh, Dot, so good to see you, my friend. How are you? I just want you to know we still pray for you every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, Dot, you get prayed for by all of us. It's good to see you, my dear friend. I've been so busy. I haven't been over. I saw where you guys were doing a a game thing the other day and I wanted to go, but I was so busy. I don't think so, Marcus. I mean, I don't know anything about any water shortages or nothing. Yeah, you'll be able to see him on YouTube or Val. That's where he'll be. Oh my gosh, Dot, it's so good to see you. Yes, but you get prayed for twice a day from me and on Wednesdays from everybody that comes into the prayer group. And I hope you're doing okay. I know the last I had heard you had your fourth, last week you had your fourth chemo. And you said you were feeling kind of sick. You weren't feeling real good after that one. So we just pray that stay strong, sister, stay strong. You got this. God's got this. Don't give up the fight and don't give up the faith. Yeah, we're night owls over here. Yeah, I think our water's okay. I mean, I don't know. I know the best water I've ever had was when I lived in northern Florida and we dug our wells and we got all the spring water, the very clear, clean water. You're doing okay. Just I know you don't feel like it because I know my mom never did either. Try to eat something. My mom got so thin it was horrible, but she just wouldn't eat. She would not eat anything. She refused it. I did finally get her to start eating some pudding and jellos, but as far as a meal, she wouldn't eat it because it was so hard on her. Just so hard on her. I'm so glad that you came in, Dot. That is awesome. So if you guys want to uh who is it? Who's my mod in here? Tammy? If you could go get Dot's channel and put it up there. I love her channel. It's no trolls, it's no hatefulness, it's just very nice. Yeah, that's what my mom, she would eat jello and pudding and she always said she used to eat butter bread and put bologna on it and she always said she wanted that to eat but then she would never eat it. Yeah, she's on chemo. I think it's chemo. It might be radiation. Yeah, but Dot has a fantastic channel. And she's got good people on there. It's chemo. Okay. Yeah, my mom did chemo first and then she did some radiation. Oh, that's good, Val. That's good. I'm hoping I don't have to go through that. I'll wait and see what the kidney doctor says in July next month. Yeah. Yes, everybody follow her. She is one amazing lady. And her channel's just great. I just love it. You can just sit back and you don't have to worry about trouble or anything like that. Oh, you have to? Is that what you have to do? Yeah, I have to wait. I mean, I already know what I have, but they may be able to just take it out. And I'm praying that's what they can get rid of it that way. I know, isn't her doggy cute? Yes, you are a fighter. Keep on fighting. It's when you give up that it's over. I always say God brought us this far. He's not done with us yet. He's a brat. I've heard that too, Marcus, but I don't know. Yes, we love Dot. Dot is amazing, amazing lady. Yes, prayers for Dot. For strength to beat it, strength to fight it, and God's blessing upon her. God to keep her from being sick all the time. That's what we pray for. Oh, there you go. Dot, look at there. Dot's got brownies. Awesome. I wish they would have done that when my mom, before this was many years ago, but they didn't have all that stuff. And she probably would have, because she got pretty sick there and just would refuse to eat anything. But I bet she would have ate that. And the funny thing, my mom had brain cancer and she forgot everything. It was like she had Alzheimer's. She totally forgot. Hey, Rain and Blood. Good morning. Uh, oh, no, we're okay. It's still early for us, actually. um, but my mom forgot people. She forgot who she was married to, and that was from the brain cancer. My mom was a major alcoholic my whole entire life. And when she got cancer, she forgot she ever drank beer. Totally forgot, never asked for it, nothing. She remembered she smoked cigarettes, so she still smoked her cigarettes, but she forgot she ever drank. So that was kind of good. We were all wondering how we were going to keep her from not drinking with all the, medicine she was on, but she didn't. It's good to see you, Rain. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, we'll fix you right up here. Dot. These they'll help you. All right. Good night, Tammy. Thank you for coming in. God bless you, sister. Is Wyoming gone too? Did she just leave and not say good night, or did I miss it? Did I miss it? Well, if Wyoming's gone, I'm going to say good night, Wyoming, even though you didn't say goodbye. I love you. I hope the babies sleep all night at the same time together. We'll see you tomorrow, Tammy. Yeah, this is probably the longest I've been on in quite some time. I don't go on like this. Usually on Wednesday though we do, because we do the prayer at 5 and then come back on at 10. You too. You too, Tammy. God bless you. Love you, girl. Huh? Who? Did I see the message? Sapphire knows who he is too. Who you talking about? Who is? I didn't see it. Was Sapphire in here? Oh, I'm kind of lost. No, I did not see no message, and I went up and I couldn't find it. Give Rain a wrench. Where's okay? Well, we're gonna need him. I'm gonna be going to. Is this Rain? Yeah, that's Rain. Okay. Oh. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to do it from my phone because I can't do it from here. Yeah, I'm gonna need mods because of going to the rally, and we're all gonna need mods because we're all gonna be there. Um. Oh, is that what you were talking about? Okay, I got you. I thought talking about something else. I got you. There we go. Got you. All right. Now, there we go. Rain looks good in blue. Wait till I can make what do you call it? Um oh my gosh, I hate when this happens. When I can have people can subscribe and never mind, I forget what it's called. I totally lost track. Uh Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, my mom forgot everything. She forgot her husband, her kids, and I guess it was because there was so much pressure pushing on her brain. And they did go in and remove a couple tumors. Uh and then she of course remembered everybody after that, but she never wanted to drink. She never asked to drink, which that was a blessing because my mom could put some alcohol away. Uh I don't know what it's called, but you know when you join somebody's channel, like a monthly subscriber, whatever it's called. Uh, Whoever joins whenever I can do it. I don't know whenever I'm allowed to do it. I'm gonna have little gators by your name, just like my little gator right there. I need to pay attention because people are gonna start leaving, and I'm just gonna be here not even knowing they're leaving. I didn't know Wyoming left. She might just be taking care of the babies though. Yeah, she drank. My mom drank a lot. Uh, and this is what kind of person I am. I mean, I know a lot of people don't. They say other things about me, and that's fine. They can. Uh, but when we were growing up, I never heard. None of us. We all talked about it. Never once heard our mom say "I love you." Never got a kiss from our mom or dad or stepdad or an "I love you." And when she got sick, everything that we went through as kids, the beatings, the starvation, the being locked in a closet. Uh, we all took care of my mom. We never put her in a nursing home. We took care of her. Oh, you're still here. Okay, Wyoming girl. So But that's just what kind of people we are. All of us kids are that way. We took care of my mom. I took care of my dad. The other kids didn't take care of him because they didn't know him, because he left our life. I was 9, and I have a sister, 2 sisters. My mom was pregnant with the last one, and your mom left when you was 3 months old. Oh, Wyoming girl, that's horrible. There's so many stories like that going that kids nowadays just don't realize what their parents went through as children. So when I growing up, I was just a nice person. I always felt sorry for people, and always, and my kids never, even today, my kids are 50. My son would have been 46, 47 maybe this year, because this will be a third year he's gone. So yeah, 37, 47. So, and my youngest is 38. And they never went to bed without me telling them I loved them. They never left the house without me telling them I loved them. They come here, they get a kiss goodbye, a hug, and I love you. That is so important for kids. When you're never told that, you just don't know. Yeah, forgiveness is good. And a lot of people are like, how could you forgive? Well, because I would be the one suffering for not forgiving my mother. And so I forgave her, and I took care of her up to the very second she passed away. And we never put her in a nursing home. Exactly, Wyoming girl. Exactly. Yeah. So your dad raised you, or is that how that worked out, or was it something else? Yes, she is, Rain of Blood. She is a trooper. That she is. She's a fighter. Your dad and your grandparents. Wish my dad would have raised me. I wish when they got divorced, they would have let me go with my dad, because whenever they were married and they would get into it, I always knew when my mom was getting drunk, I always knew that my dad was going to leave. And so I would go get in the car and hide in the back seat. And the first time I did that, I scared the crap out of him. But then afterwards, he always said, "All right, Vicky, you can come out now." So I would just get up in the seat and sit up front with him. And we always went to my grandparents' house, his parents' house. But then when they split up, I didn't know they were splitting up. He just left and never came back. But as he was leaving, my mom, I found out later, had said some horrible things to him and about his mom, and he punched the glass and busted the window out, and he got put in the workhouse for 6 months, and we never seen him after that. He never came around. Yeah, that's a hard job, isn't it, Val? That is so hard. Not I don't mean hard. I mean it's hard emotionally. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Rain. That's awesome. I don't know if my parents ever believed in God. I know they didn't, and I don't know if they ever got saved, because I didn't see my dad until much later, and I knew he wasn't saved then. And my mom, I knew she wasn't saved, so I don't know. It's sad to say, but I don't know. I pray they were. But honestly, nobody in my family, my grandparents on either side, were ever saved, ever went to church, or even talked about God. I didn't even know about God, period, until I became an adult. I had never heard of God. I mean, didn't, because nobody in either side of the family ever talked about it or even went to church. That's awesome, Marcus. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. And usually every parent, when they have kids, they want their kids to grow up better than they grew up. And I work very hard at allowing my kids to make mistakes, but also to know that a mistake has consequences. Like, I remember one time my kids were very good kids. They never got in trouble or anything like that. And my son, I don't know, he was in high school, and he was talking about going to a party Saturday night, Friday night, whatever night it was. It's been so long ago. And I knew if I said, "Oh no, you're not going," he would have snuck out and went. So I set him down and I said, "Well, okay, listen, I'm going to let you decide about the party. Now, let me give you a couple examples. If you go to the party and there's drinking and everybody's getting drunk, you're all underage, and the police come, you guys are going to go to jail." And he's like, "Meh." And I said, "Or somebody's going to get in a car and be in an accident and either kill their friends or kill somebody else." I said, "Or you can stay home. We can have family night and just hang out and watch movies or whatever you guys want to do." And he's like, I said, "You don't have to answer, just, let me know." Well, he never let me know until the night of the party. And he comes to me and he says, "Well, I'm going to go." I said, "You're going to go where?" And I was so devastated because I really thought he would choose the other way. He said, "I'm going to the party." And I'm like, "Are you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I said, "Well, I said, I'll take you. And when you're ready to come home, call me." I said, "I want you riding in the car with nobody." So he said, "All right." And it wasn't a half an hour later, he called me and he's like, "You want to come and get me?" And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So I go pick him up and I said, "What's the deal?" And he said, "Ma," he said, "I kept hearing your little voice in my head saying this could happen if I stayed. This could happen if I don't." He said, "So I'm just going home." I was like, "Thank you, Lord." It was great. Yeah. Yeah. And he still, I mean, even when he was older, before he got sick and passed away, he would always tell me that. He would tell his son, my grandson, "Don't let grandma talk to you with that little voice she has because it'll mess you up." It'll make you do things that you really didn't want to do. I said, "Oh, you love that little voice. Look how good you turned out." Yeah, exactly. I told my grandson that and my grandson's only 23, but I tell him that all the time. I don't know what he does. He's got a full time job. He works out of state. He knows, I mean, he's very mature, owns a house, and takes good care of his Harley and takes care of his Jeep. But you just never know. And I always tell him, I said, "Joey, just give grandma a call. Grandma, I'm fine." I said, "I'm just telling you, if you decide to start drinking, grandma, I'm fine." I said, "Okay." So, and so far, thank God he's been fine. I tell everybody, even people I know that still party. I mean, I don't know why you'd party if you're in your 60s, late 60s, like me, almost 70 years old, but they do. And like, call me, I'll come pick you up. Sometimes that's what they do, Dot. Sometimes that's what they do. But I wasn't strict with my kids, but I use reverse psychology on them a lot. But actually, I would just listen to their phone calls because if you're like I should have been a detective. That's what I should have been, a private detective. Because my oldest daughter was the only one that actually gave me any crap, and she didn't get in trouble. It was just what she thought she was going to get away with. We lived in Florida, and I had heard her talking. We had a cordless phone. I had a scanner. So on a scanner, you can pick up cordless phones. So I taped her conversation with her friend. So they're going to go out and they're going to not go to school the next day. They are going to go to the beach. So she gets up, and gets all her clothes on and comes out. And I'm like, hey, why you got your bathing suit top on? Oh, Mom, everybody wears them. I'm like, oh, well, drop them shorts. She goes, right here? I said, yeah, right there in the kitchen. Drop your shorts. She had her bathing suit bottom on. And I said, now, why do you have your bathing suit on? What are you planning? And she said, nothing, Mom. And I said, you're absolutely right. Now go in there and put on some school clothes and go to school. And I will call and make sure you're at school and not at the beach. And she says, how do you always catch me? How do you always know when I'm going to do something? And I said, that's why I'm the mom. Moms know everything. Later on in the years, I told her how I found out. And she always gave herself away because normally she would just talk wherever she was. She wouldn't take the phone to her bedroom. Well, she took the phone in the bedroom. That was my first radar. That's, what's she planning here? She don't want nobody to hear. So that's what I did to all of them. They all got caught if they were trying to sneak off and do something. So, but sometimes as a parent, that's what you have to do. Especially if you know they're doing something or they're about to do something. Yeah. You know what? One time on this landline, or on the cordless phone, there was a girl in this town right here, and we had moved back to Ohio from Florida, and I just had the scanner on, and it picked up a cordless phone, and it was the neighbors like maybe a half a mile up the road. And there was a teenage girl that had ran away from home, and she was there at that house. And I hear them talking, and the girl's like, well, I don't care. I don't want my parents to know, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, that's the Gully house. So I called the cops and told them where she was, and they went up there and got her. It was awesome. And the cop asked me how I knew where she was, and it's against the law to listen to cordless phone conversations. But I just told him, I said, I was just going through my scanner and for some reason a phone came on it and I heard him talking. And he's like, that's how I found out that you weren't allowed to do that because he told me. I'm like, oh. I said, well, I didn't know. And honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know it was against the law. But yeah, it's against the law to do that. Did you ever listen to cordless phone conversations? You're walkable now. I know. I still got chores to do. I got to go out there and finish up them. Well, wash this cup and my coffee cup and put food in the cat dish so she doesn't wake me up at 5 a.m. digging at my door wanting in. I left her in here last night. And normally I don't leave her in the studio because there's things that she could knock over my tripod with my other streaming phone on it, or I've got this tree in here that I do decorations year round on, and she could climb that and tear it up. And yeah. Did you? Oh, yeah. You find out all kinds of things, don't you? I did. I caught my that's how I caught my kids. They thought I was so smart because I would always catch them. On baby monitors? Really, Wyoming? Oh my gosh. That's kind of creepy though. On a baby monitor? We did have pagers. I never had one, but yeah, we had pagers. I think the only people, well, I don't know, in my town, because it's so small, we always said the only ones that had pagers were the drug dealers. Oh yeah, no kidding, Wyoming. That would be crazy. I never had a pager. Yeah, that is scary. That would be creepy. Not a dealer. That's what it was. Wyoming was a dealer. She had a pager. I remember back in the day, my kids wanted a pager, and I'm like, what do you need a pager for? You don't need a pager. No, you're not getting a pager because who was it? My oldest daughter, I guess because she was the oldest, she was older than the other two. Uh, she always wanted a boom box, so we got her a boom box. And then she dressed like crisscross, where she wore her clothes backwards, and she liked all that kind of stuff. I was like, well, then she got out of that and started liking rock and roll, and she was into Ozzy Osbourne and Def Leppard and all those guys. But before that, she was into the boombox and the pagers and the dressing backwards. I mean, who dresses backwards? But she's 50 now, so she don't do that kind of stuff. Did you? I never even knew what a. I mean, I never seen a pager. I just heard about them. So can people call you on a pager, or they just send you a text or whatever, and then you got to go call them? Oh yeah, that was my first cell phone. It was like freaking that big, and it had a big long antenna on it. And you were cool if you had one of those. Oh, okay. A payphone. I wish they still had payphones. You realize how many people, kids, don't know how to use a house phone? They look at it like they just don't know what it's for. They just don't get it. Of course, I didn't know how to use a regular, like an not an Apple, but an Android phone when they first came out. My daughter got me one, and because I still had my flip phone, and so she got me one, and I lived upstairs in the apartment, and she lived in a downstairs apartment. And she called me. I didn't know how to answer it. I kept pushing the green, and nothing would happen. Good night, Val. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. And she came up and she goes, "Why aren't you answering your phone?" I'm like, "I don't know how, I guess." So I showed her what I was doing. She goes, "No, Ma, you have to move it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I hated it. I wanted to go back to my flip phone. Yeah, I suppose. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 2. I need to go to bed. Well, I probably won't get in bed till 3, but I need to get off here and get stuff done so I can go to bed. Mac Daddy will make. Oh, yeah, that's it. Jump. Yeah, she loved them guys. I would hear that song all the time. All the time, Rain. All the time. Yes, thank you everybody for coming in. And I won't do it. What's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow I won't do it. We will definitely do something Saturday night. Friday night is Santa's night. Tomorrow night's Mags with Santa. Or tonight. Today Thursday. It's Thursday. So Santa tonight, and then Friday is the memorial for Darth Trader. And then Saturday night I'll be live. We'll do games Saturday night. Bingo, trivia, I don't know. Whatever I find. But I love y'all. Thank you for coming in. We'll do this again. Stay safe. Smile at a stranger. Write a J6er. And always, always be kind. God bless you. I love you all. Have a safe few days. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And peace, love, and happiness. Gator out.